You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Okay, now we're here. Sorry about that. We just went through a whole segment. Maury had some good, good gamesmanship there. Sorry about that. We had one little click of the button that we forgot to do, and you didn't hear us. But welcome to Boerne, Texas. We're here at the home of Boerne High School, where their centrally located field is where Boerne Champion and Boerne High School play, and it is a balmy night tonight, and looking forward to a great matchup between your Medina Valley Panthers and the Boerne High School Champion Chargers. I'm Jeff Stivers, along with the best play-by-play guy in the county, Maury Stein, and we're looking for some fireworks tonight. And once again, Maury, welcome. And, it's homecoming here for Boerne Champion, and you never want to be the other team's homecoming game, but when you are the other team's homecoming game, you want to be the team that wrecks the homecoming. So Medina Valley's looking at wrecking a homecoming tonight, Maury.
Yeah, if there's any little added incentive, it is the Chargers' willingness to put the Medina Valley Panthers on their program, especially when it's homecoming night. So Panthers are going to come in here with a little bit more added incentive. It is a beautiful, beautiful evening for football in South Texas. And I want to thank North Park Chevrolet, the primary sponsor for Medina Valley Panther football, sponsored part of the K-League Auto Group. So if you need a new or used vehicle, just need some warranty work or service work done on your vehicle, visit North Park Chevrolet. They have a tremendous auto parts and auto repair service. They're located at North Park Chevrolet, right across from Victory Lane, just outside of Castroville, Texas. And, Jeff, the Panthers are coming onto the field. The homecoming ceremonies were before the game, so we should be ready to go. Just got a heads up. The volleyball are up 2-0 as they are playing tonight at Medina Valley. They're actually away tonight.
Yeah,
they will be at Medina Valley next Tuesday against Uvalde, and Jeff and Dwayne will have that action for you. But Jeff,
more than likely, yes.
More than likely, the Panthers come in at 1-3. Both teams coming off of a tough opening district loss. Kerrville-Tivy beat Boerne Champion last week, and Medina Valley fell to the Lockhart Lions.
Tough loss for Medina Valley.
Tough loss. It was one of those where you circle 5 games, and this was one of the 4 games that you needed to win. Unfortunately, the Panthers came out on the wrong end of that. But once again, Jeff, the loss come on the wrong end of the turnover battle too, and that's something we talked about at Sports for Supper for Sammy's. At Sammy's, you got to win those turnover battles, and if the Panthers can do that tonight, we could come away here with a victory.
Well, and I think, you go back to the last 2 years, Medina Valley has actually beaten Champion at Medina Valley the last 2 years, and the number one thing that got them through those 2 games was the turnovers. A huge turnover 2 years ago, and last year was 2 years ago, I think it was a return fumble by Garrick Snyder.
Yes.
And then last year we had, I think, a fumble or an interception. Something happened late in the game to kind of thwart a drive.
Well, and we knocked out their holder.
Right.
So when they set up for the game-winning field goal late in the game, the holder mishandled a snap and they couldn't get the punt off. But, 2 years ago it was Grant Snyder that took a fumble recovery and ran it all the way back, and that was the difference in that ball game.
And, Maury, we talk about right now the Panther defense is playing really well. I think your corners are going to have to play really well tonight, and I think your safety is going to have to play really well. We haven't seen a passing attack like we're about to see tonight. Then you throw on top of that, their quarterback, Luke Boyers, has given us fits the last 2 years with his scrambling ability. Although he is a little injured, we don't know how bad. We watched him in pregame. He looked to move pretty well. You got to anticipate that he's going to be at 100%. So you got to contain Boyers. You got to make him throw when you want him to throw, not when he's comfortable. So get him out of the pocket. Force him to throw the ball. I mean, I'm getting off cue here, Maury, and I'm already talking about keys to the game. But they have Luke Boyers. They have a great quarterback. Our secondary is going to be tested, and that's going to be my big key to the game. How does our secondary respond to this passing attack that they have not seen before? So, Maury, real quick, they're meeting, doing their friendship exchange in the middle of the field. I think we've had the school songs, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be back here at Boerne High School, Boerne ISD Stadium. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, and we're bringing you Medina Valley football, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet, and we will be right back after these messages.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. Come see why North Park Chevrolet is San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership. You'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons on over 500 award-winning vehicles, like a new 2020 Colorado Crew Cab B6 posted at just $24,999, or a 2019 Silverado Crew Cab V8 Texas Edition, lease for $350 a month with zero down, or get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus, get a no-charge spray and bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Park Way. A J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367. You're watching Medina Valley Football. This is the Medina Valley Sports Network.
Welcome back to Boerne High School. We're getting ready for the national anthem and the kickoff. But real quick, Maury, did you want to go through the starting lineup for Medina Valley real quick before the national anthem?
Yeah, the starting lineup for the Panthers, we're going to go through the defensive side of the ball first. The two defensive tackles tonight will be Trace Ferguson and Zach Hecker. Defensive ends will be J.J. Marty and Joe Tarvin. Linebackers will be Grant Snyder and Taylor Weir. Rover, Devin Stubing. Bandit, Tyler Mangum. Cornerback, Tanner Bippert. The other cornerback, Noah Ragosa. And the free safety, Dawson Grove. On the offensive line for the Panthers, the left tackle, Zach Lawyer. The left guard, Gio Villafane. Center wide receiver, Caden Hernandez.
VF Industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago. And for 80 years, we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We're proud to be a part of this community and to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Nobody Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
You're watching Medina Valley Football. This is the Medina Valley Sports Network.
And welcome back to Boerne High School, as the national anthem has just finished here, and we're about to have a meeting at the middle of the field with the captains, and the captains for the Boerne Chargers are number 2, Luke Boyers, number 23, Bowen Fjord, or I'm just going to say Ford, Bowen Ford, number 45 would be Sam Dillard, and number 65, Harrison Moskell. For the Medina Valley Panthers, number 8, Charlie Marsh.
Number 9.
Number 9, Charlie Marsh. It looks like
60,
Spencer Payne, 22, Garrick Snyder, and 58, is that 58?
Trace
Ferguson. So captains are meeting at the middle of the field, and, Maury, we talked about briefly our keys to the game. Number 1 for me is going to be our defense. They're going to have to create turnovers. They're going to have to create a score or an easy scoring opportunity for the offense. And we're going to see how our secondary responds to the passing attack of Boerne Champion that, we haven't really seen. Boerne Champion last week, more before their Kerrville-Tivy game, was ranked 6th in the state. And there's a reason. They beat They beat Veterans Memorial in a high-scoring game. They beat Stevens High School. They beat them pretty handedly. They beat MacArthur High School out of the Northeast District. And then last week they went and they lost to Kerrville-Tivy in their first district game in a low-scoring game. Thing is, they've scored a lot of points in 3 games. Our offense has struggled a little bit to score points. Defensively, our defense has been playing well all year, but they've got to have the best game of the year tonight. And they've got to create, like I said, scoring opportunities, a short field, and we've got to be in control. So do you have any keys from your side?
I just think that this ball game is going to come down to special teams, and I think the Panthers need to force some turnovers, and I think we need to win the special teams battle. If we have a chance to make a field goal, we need to make a field goal. We need to be perfect on all of our extra points. And
Maureen, I did not even see who won the toss or anything.
They haven't showed.
They did. They showed it.
Well, I wasn't watching. I mean, I didn't see it.
So, hey, sorry, Jared Lucky, our regular play-by-play guy, had, a little bit something more important than tonight's football game. He is actually getting married tomorrow, and so we want to definitely wish him and Shannon all the best in the world, and they had their rehearsal dinner tonight. So I hope he is not listening, because he may get himself into a little premarital bliss before he even gets married. So, Jared, take care of your wedding, take care of your lovely bride-to-be, and good luck to the both of you. So, it looks like somebody won the toss, and Medina Valley is actually going to be kicking off. They're going right to left. They're going to be kicking to Boerne Champion, who's going to get the ball first, and they're going to be defending the north end zone. The wind is a little bit out of the south-southeast, not as strong as it was when we got here earlier. Good crowd on the Boerne side. Matter of fact, it looks full, and they're still filing in. Of course, it is homecoming. Medina Valley crowd looks a little sparse, but maybe they're just late arriving because of the traffic coming through San Antonio. So here we go as number 19 kicks the ball off to number 24.
14. Brandon.
14. Oh, and he is leveled by number 85. Maury, you want?
Looks like number 85 for the Panthers on that.
Peyton Salzman.
Stick. Peyton
that was
Salzman.
A huge hit on about the, let's see, they give him the 23-yard line. So I guess I'll take care of the offense, Maury, if you want to take care of the defense.
You got it.
So Boerne Champion comes to line. They're going with their traditional 2x2. That's a spread offense with a one back. One back is number 22, Tamari Jenkins. And Boyers rolls out to his right and throws on first down. It's going to be complete to number 15, Reed Cantrell, and that's going to be about a 6-yard gain. Be 2nd and 4, and they're hurriedly right back up to the line. So they're going to be moving pretty fast. So we may not be able to give you all the names and numbers, but we're going to try to keep you going as fast as possible. Boyers takes the snap, and he's going to hand it up the middle to Jenkins, who bounces it outside, and a lot of little shiftiness. Missed tackles, 4 or 5 missed tackles before Trace Ferguson finally corrals him on about the 39-yard line. So a pickup of about 8 yards there. Will bring up a 1st and 10, and Bernie right back to the line. They're trying to get as many plays in as they can. Got a tight end set this time up at the top. They're going to hand it to Jenkins going left, and he's going to be corralled in the backfield and dropped for a loss by number 44.
Joe Tarvin for the Panthers.
Joe Tarvin, and you can't, Joe Tarvin got him from behind, but the play was made by number 16 on the top side, J.J. Marty, who made him put his feet down and had nowhere to go. So good job. Jenkins loses 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. Panthers with the little game in the secondary. They're going to go deep, and the throw is going to be over to number 3, Davis Pike, on the top side over there against the Medina Valley sideline, and it will be incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 15. So Maury right away, a big play right there where they tackle him for loss, and it kind of gets Bernie Champion out of their
gets them behind
out of their game.
sticks.
Yeah, it gets them behind, and they're having to throw in an incomplete pass. And now you're looking at 3rd and 15.
Noah Ragosa was on the coverage there for the Panthers.
Trips formation to the bottom side. Boyers rolls right. He's going to have a 3-leveled route there, and he's going to take to the short guy. It's going to be complete for about a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 10-yard gain. About a 9-yard gain. So it's going to be 4th down and about 7, a long 7, and champion punt team's going to come out. So great job there. Was that Tanner Bippert on
No,
the
that was number 14, Devin Stubing.
That
No
was
yards
Stubing.
after the catch.
Good job there, Stubing. Stayed on him. He actually was looking for his middle. They ran a 3-leveled little route there, and he threw to the short guy. So right now, let's see. We've got is that Tanner Bippert back there? Tanner Bippert's back. Sorry, everybody. We're kind of high up here. It's hard to see numbers. Punt is almost blocked by number 2, and Tanner's going to let it go, and it bounced on about the 30-yard line and takes a Panther bounce and goes up to the 32-yard line where Medina Valley will have it 1st and 10. That was number 7 punting, that's wrong team. Carson Kaiser. Carson Kaiser was the punter on that one. So Medina Valley comes out 1st down with pretty good field position, Maury, about the 32, 33-yard line.
Defense did its job for the Panthers, turned it over to the offense. Let's see if the offense can get clicking here early.
Marsh comes out with a double barrel set and a kind of a near slot on the top side with 2 wide receivers. So full house backfield basically for this spread look, and he hands to number 23, who goes right side for about a 5-yard gain. So good job there on 1st down for Wesley Pardo.
Number 53 on the stop there for the Chargers. That's Luke Heck.
I guess I'll take the offense then. I'll
Okay.
call the offense. Is that the way
Yes.
you guys normally do it? Okay.
Yes.
So I'll take the offense. So Marsh back under center. Backfield's the same. Still got a little slot back to the top side with 2 wideouts, and he's going to hand it straight up the middle to Gibson. Gibson is going to bounce around a little bit for a gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
52 on the stop there for the Chargers. That's Willis Froxel. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2.
Number 17, Mason Vogel, runs the play in to quarterback Charlie Marsh. Let's see if we're gonna actually go spread formation here. Single back set is Gibson. 2 up top, 2 down low. Marsh gets the snap. He throws a quick one, and that looked like the defender got there pretty early, but it was intended for number 17, Mason Vogel, and it will fall incomplete. So Medina Valley on their first possession is 3 and out.
Josh Kittler on the coverage there for the Panthers.
Looked like he got there a tad bit early.
I thought
Maury.
he hit him a little early.
Yeah, but anyway. So we've got this punter. The Medina Valley's been using
52.
a couple of different punters. Eric Klessel is in there to punt, and he gets it away to number 23, and he's going to field it and be corralled right away for a short 1-yard gain. First one there looked like
number 15 and number 6 for the Panthers.
Number 6 is Michael Tomaselli, and number 15 is Seth Bullard.
And
so
Seth Bullard and Tomaselli have been very, very good on these special teams for the Medina Valley.
I think if I was a special teams coach for the opposing team, I would make sure you mark those guys and put a hat on them. But here we go. Champion to the line with their second possession of the night. They're going to go a little trips up top with a tight end with a single back set in the spread in the spread formation, and Boyers throws quickly out to number 25, running a little flood route to the outside, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on first down. So
got his feet taken out of there by number 1, Dawson Grove, but not before 8 yards. A good pass and good catch.
So same for, let's see, now we got a pro set coming this way. Tight ends on the bottom side. They're going to motion, hand the ball back up off the other side, and he's got some room up the middle for about a 7-yard gain. Is losing names here now. I'm going to have to start highlighting names.
That was number 22.
22, Tamari Jenkins, and Champion right back up there on the 44-yard line now. Here's option now to the bottom side. Number 14, Devin Stubing, plays it well, and they're going to and he almost broke out of it. He's going to have Tamari Jenkins got the pitch, and he almost broke away from a couple of would-be tacklers, and they finally corral him and push him out of bounds, and it gain of 1 yard.
Taylor Weir had him wrapped up, and the Panthers tried to strip the ball away from him and actually pulled Taylor Weir's arms off of him. He nearly broke free, but he ended up getting just 1 yard on that carry.
Better situation here, as instead of 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3, now you got 2nd and 9. They're going to have a tight end set, double receivers up top. Handoff. No, Boyers is going to keep it. He faked the handoff, and he kept it around the right side, opposite the flow of traffic, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds by
number 2, Tyler Mangum on the coverage. And not much room there. They'll give him about 2 yards on the carry. But you can live with that, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. So 3rd and 5. This is where you don't want to let Champion. You know, they got a lineman limping around there, and he's going to be coming out, and he's going to big old boy number 75, Preston Bell Jr. He limps off the field, and they get a replacement in there. They're going 3rd and 5 right now. It's a twin set up top, and looks to throw, and Maury, they had him open. I'm sorry. Pass over the middle to the tight end running a little shallow drag route. He would have been able to get the first down, but ball hit him right between the numbers.
Yeah, number 25 wanted to take off and run with that ball before he brought it in. Connor Lee. And, Jeff, he had some room in the middle of the field there.
Yes,
luckily for the Panthers, he dropped it, and the Panthers will force another
punt here. And, last year, Maury, one of the things that benefited the Panthers was the drop passes by Bernie Champion. So something to look after.
Carson Kaiser on the punt. Bippert calls a fair catch, and we'll field it at the 20-yard line.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We'll be right back.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Boerne ISD. Medina Valley starts their second possession on the 20-yard line, and the handoff is going to go to Gibson up the middle, and Gibson's going to have a short gain of about 2.5-3 yards, so bring up 2nd and 7.
Mincy's number 48 on the stop there for the Chargers.
Marsh under center. Trips up top. Pardo in motion. He's going to hand it to Gibson up the middle again, and there's nothing doing as there's just a wall there. There's nowhere to go for Gibson as he will get no gain.
Leading the charge there for the Chargers was number 61, Walker Scott, and no gain on the play.
Now brings up a 3rd and long here, and, this is one of those things Medina Valley, no team wants to be in 3rd and long situations, and with a 3rd and 7, this is we got a timeout on the field, but this is kind of a long deal here. But you know what? Last week Medina Valley had some 3rd downs and long and made the best out of them.
Converted on them, yes.
Yeah, so let's see what Medina Valley does here as Marsh brings them to the line of scrimmage, trips up top to his right side with a single wide receiver down low.
Oh, my, here we go. False start.
Looked like the right side of the line jumped. Or was it the left side of the line jumped? So instead of
pretty much everybody but the center.
Yeah, so instead of 3rd and 7, we're going to have now 3rd and looks like about 12 as the clock winds with 5:49 left in the first quarter. So Maury probably going to change a play call now.
They had trips out wide right, but now we're going to go with
we're going to have trips again.
Triples again. There you
got
go.
Trips open again. They're going to run a little middle screen to Haney. Haney's going to have lots of room down the left sideline. So coming across, they run that little slip screen to Haney over the middle, and Gibson acted as a decoy as he ran out to the side, but it's going to be 25-yard gain for Haney on a 3rd and 12. So great job, great play call there by the Panther offense as they are now going to have the ball on the 41-yard line, their own 41-yard line. As
little misdirection there as Gibson went in motion and was waving like he was going to catch it in a swing pass. The defenders went to him.
So what he did that for was to get that outside linebacker out
to
of the
bite.
picture.
Yep.
Yeah. So here we go with another tight formation, and boy, the linemen were they're going to flag us because we didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage because the linemen were a whole yard back. So the linemen were in the backfield, and we're not going to have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. So Marsh's second flag of the game.
Well, and Marsh kept that for no gain. So let's see what Boerne chooses to do here. Mark it 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10. Number 23 was up there on the stop for the Greyhounds. That was Bowen Fjord.
And they're going to talk it over with Coach Kaiser of Boerne High, champion.
I would say take them back.
Yeah, it's illegal formation on Medina Valley as they did not have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. And then, when you're a coach watching video, you kind of look for things like that because you know that the guys are pulling. But in that situation, number 51 did pull for the Panthers, but he didn't even need to pull because all he had to do was run straight down the line. He was so far back.
On that 3rd down conversion, though, you had a good run after the catch with Haney showing his quickness.
Sure, absolutely. Little slither, broke a tackle, and made a good run. So we've got 1st and 15 now for Medina Valley as they come to the line with doubles, 2x2 set. 5-man route here, and he throws to Haney and low, and Haney cannot hang on. That would have been about a 10-yard gain.
A little low throw there. Number 13 was on the coverage for the Chargers. That's Lake Shara. And, Jeff, that would have been a tough catch right on the shoe tops.
Yeah, it was thrown low at his shoestrings, and Haney did get his hands underneath it, but as he went to the ground, he could not hold on. So brings up 2nd and 15. Medina Valley gets the play call. We're going to have doubles again. Double twins. Looks like Mason Doyne down here to the bottom, and we're going to have motion. There's going to be another penalty there.
We had 2 men moving, number 23 and 45 simultaneously, and that's a no-no.
And the snap didn't come. So it's going to be an illegal snap, it looks like, is what they're going to call. So is that 3rd or 4th penalty now from Medina Valley?
That's the 3rd one so far.
Yeah, they're calling false start now, but you keep putting yourself, Maury. Here we go again. We're putting ourselves in bad predicaments because you had 1st and 10 after that big first down. Then you had 1st and 15. Now you've got 2nd and 20. So you're going the wrong way again. Looking for something positive on this snap here as Medina Valley comes to the line with trips to the top side. Wide receiver down here by himself is Doyne Marsh looks to the top side, to the trip side, and he's going to be flushed, and he gets the ball way on. He threw the ball to Gibson, who was out blocking, and just threw it too high to Gibson, and Gibson could not bring it in, or that would have been a gain of about 12, 13 yards.
James would have got the penalty yards plus some as he had a little bit of room. Charlie just let him just a little too much.
And Charlie did a good job of avoiding traffic there as he stepped out and around and kind of flushed out to the right-hand side, and he did exactly what he was doing. He threw to his check down, but he just didn't throw an accurate ball.
That was one of those plays where he kept it alive, and you know, they had good coverage downfield, but the breakdown, Gibson would have had some room.
Yes, he would have. So 3rd and 20, trips, same formation. Marsh sprints out to the right, and they're sending somebody to contain him, and he throws it, and it's going to be picked off. And it's going to be a touchdown. Number 23 will take it the distance, about 46 yards. There is a flag down late on the 49-yard line.
Could have interference on that.
I don't know if it's going to be no, he's moving it up, so there's going to be a block in the back or a hold or something, which is going to bring it back. But that would have been a 48, 49-yard interception return as Marsh threw it as he was getting hit and kind of threw it to nobody.
That was Bowen Fjord who took that the distance for the pick six.
Let's see what the penalty call is going to be. It came from the back judge, so it's probably going to be a hold or and they're bringing the ball back. So it was a block in the back. And normally you get those on special teams and turnovers like that. So a block in the back on the 41-yard line, and they're going to mark off 10 yards. So that's going to be about the 49 probably is where Champion will start. And that would be the plus. Well, let's see, that's going to be their own 49. 48, make it official. So Champion will get the ball on the 48-yard line after the game's first turnover, Maury. And you know what? That's almost as good as a punt. You know, maybe you could have used, 10, 15 more yards on that, but Champion will have good field position for their third possession now, and let's see if the Panther defense can hold up with 3:43 to play
Marsh
in the
threw
first
that
quarter.
ball, Jeff, but he was under a lot of pressure.
A lot of heat. So Champion comes out with trips to the bottom side here, to our side. Open up top. One back. He hands. No, Boyers keeps it, and he's right up the middle for a gain of about 7 yards. So Boyers is not, on the 2 runs he's had, not showing any ill effects of this injury that he had.
Brought down by number 22 Grant Snyder, but not before 7 yards down the field.
That was the little zone read back the other way as the quarterback kept it. Now they're going to go in motion, and he is going to hand it to Jenkins, and Jenkins is going to be stopped by number 63 for no gain.
Great play there by Zach Hecker for the Panthers. No gain, going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3 as Champion rushes back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go trips down here with a tight end to the bottom and open receiver, single open receiver on the top side, and they're going to hand it to Jenkins up the middle, and he will be close to the first down, but it looks like where the far side is marking him, they're short. Where the near side is marking him, they're going with the far side
They're
mark.
going to give him 2 and not 3. Taylor Weir and Ferguson on the stop for the Panthers.
Now the headlinesman takes it and says, no, he was up here, and they move the ball up a whole yard, and it's going to be
still fourth
down, but it's going to be 4th and inches.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2 yards on that carry.
Boy, I don't know. If I was them, I'd ask for a measurement.
Well, no, now they're going to give him 3 yards and a first down.
Oh, they gave him the first down now.
Wow, that was a big turn of events.
Yeah.
The Panthers definitely had him stopped short.
40,
no doubt.
42-yard line of Medina Valley as now they're in punt formation. No. They were in a trick formation. They had the quarterback, number 13 at fullback, number 15 stacked behind him, and number 45 10 yards off the ball. Looked like a punt formation.
Well, it should be a punt formation or a 4th down.
You know what? It was a punt formation, because they're all coming off now. So they were going to punt the ball, and they have to take a timeout, and we're going to take that timeout with them as Champion takes the first time out of the game, and those first half timeouts are sponsored by Garner Abstract and Land Company, and we'll be right back after a brief message.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
And welcome back to Boerne Stadium as we get started after the champion timeout. Will be Boerne champion comes to the line with trips down here, and they're going to hand it off to number 22, Tamari Jenkins again, and he's going to get about 6 yards on first down.
Taylor Weir on the stop for the Panthers.
Champion comes back to the line real quick, and with a tray form, well, it looks like a doubles formation, and there's that little tight end he's looking for, and we covered it that time, and got pressure on Boyers, but we cannot keep up with him as he turns the corner. Good pursuit there by Garrick Snyder, but he just didn't have the speed or the angle to keep Boyers contained, and Boyers is going to go for about 7-8 yards and a champion first down to the 19 or 29-yard line.
Going to give him 7 yards. Grant Snyder on the stop for the Panthers.
Two-back set, and they're going to throw it to number 14. 14 down on the right side, and that's complete for about an 11-yard gain. Number 14, John Moreno.
Taylor Weir on the stop for the Panthers.
Another first down for champion as they've got something going now. They're going to be on the 16-yard line. Twin set. Hand off to Jenkins up the middle, and there's nobody home as Jenkins will go in from 16 yards out for the first score of the game. Tamari Jenkins makes the score. Boerne champion 6, Medina Valley 0.
And that time the Red Sea just parted there as they had a big hole there. Number 22 just took a basic dive play right up the middle, Jeff, untouched.
And that's the kind of the difference, that he hit that hole smoking. And you could tell when he touched the ball that nobody was going to touch him. And he's a pretty quick little back, and he got in the hole and got it down. So point after is blocked. Get away from it, Medina Valley. What are you doing? And he picked it up and tried to run it out of the end zone, but it will be a touchback. So Medina Valley blocks the extra point. I couldn't tell who got to it, Maury, but
I couldn't tell. Somebody got a big paw on it in the middle of the field.
It's going to be a 6-0 lead for Boerne champion with 1:41 left in the first quarter, and we're going to take a quick break in the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football.
MVBN.
Sammy's Restaurant and Havy's Alsatian Bakery, 2 legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Havy's Alsatian Bakery a must-to-visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Havy's Alsatian Bakery, online at havysbakery.com. You're watching Medina Valley football. This is the Medina Valley Sports Network.
Welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium as Boerne champion has taken a 6-0 lead over Medina Valley. Want to thank our sponsors, Sammy's Restaurant and Haby's Bakery, and many others we'll talk about throughout the night. As number 88, we don't have a number for, kicks it off to Tanner Bippert, and Bippert's going to get up to about the 33-yard line before he's taken down by number 41.
Barrett Stewart on the stop there for the Chargers. Good starting field position for the Panthers.
Got good now. We went backwards the last time and had an interception because we got behind the sticks. So let's see what Medina Valley can do positive.
Well, and why did we get behind the sticks?
Penalties.
2 false starts.
Penalties. So let's see. We had 4 or 5 penalties the whole game last week.
We've had 3 so far in the first quarter, and they've all been the false start on the offense. False start or illegal formation.
Medina Valley comes out in their new formation with a little halfback and tight set with a single back. So basically a 2-back set, twins to the bottom. He's going to hand it to Gibson going right, and he's trying to get wide, and he's going to get outside, and he's going to get about 8 yards. So good run by Gibson as he uses that big old strong left paw of his and fends off a couple of guys and runs for about an 8-yard gain. So good job on first down by the Panthers.
Jaden Nieves on the stop there for the Chargers.
be second down and 2 now for the Panthers as they're going to, well, still got over a minute left, so I'm not sure why the play's taking so long to come in as Garrison Garza brings the play in from Coach Crisp.
Longest run of the night so far through the first quarter, 8 yards.
So same formation going the other way now. Actually a 3-back set now for the Panthers with a double-barrel shotgun. Hands it off to Marsh keeps it, and he's going to lose a yard. So if he looked like he handed it and 23 was running around the edge, I thought he had a big gain again, but Marsh keeps the ball and doesn't fake out anybody, and we go to 3rd and 3 now.
Luke Heck on the stop for the Chargers. Loss of 1.
Maury, real quick, the volleyball team lost the 3rd set. They're over in – they're not in Floresville, are they?
No, they played Floresville.
No, it's Southside.
Yep.
They're at Southside tonight, and they are ahead 2-1 now. 2 sets to 1 as they drop the 3rd set. Panthers come with the same formation. 3rd down and a long 3. Marsh is going to throw. He's looking to throw back, and he throws back across the middle, and it's going to be intercepted as he underthrows the receiver. And it was intended for number 23, Pardo, and ball was underthrown, and number 11 just had great coverage.
Josh Kidder read that all the way, cut right in front of the would-be receiver. Second interception of the evening for the Panthers. The last one turned into a 6-point touchdown for the Chargers as they took it after the block in the back, took it 54 yards for the touchdown.
And that will be the end of the first quarter, Maury, as we will go ahead and take a commercial break. You're listening to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley Sports.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Buying a new house means a lot of decisions, starting with where are you going to get the best mortgage? At our bank, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, expert-friendly advice, and without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm agent Hazel Russell and her team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell at 830-931-3441 today. Or stop by her office at 1103 Highway 90 West in Castroville.
Sorry about that. Welcome back to Boerne ISD as Boyers throws the first pass out complete to number 14 for about a 3-yard gain, and they hurry right back up to the line of scrimmage on 2nd down. 2nd and 7, they hand the ball off to 22 again. Jenkins, and he's going to scamper for a first down with about 9 yards. Back to the line again, and Jenkins is going to get the call again. Looks like they're going to give him a gain of about 2 up the middle as he squirts around up the middle.
Snyder and Tarvin on the stop there for
So Champion is going with a no-back set, and they've got trips up top, and Boyers throws it, and he's going to underthrow that one. And Maury, he was under a little heat that time and got knocked backwards, and he underthrew it about 5 yards, and that was intended for number 3, it looks like.
Yeah, that was number 3, Davis Pike. But Tarvin putting good pressure on Boyers there, forcing him to throw it a little prematurely.
So brings up a 3rd and 8, 3rd and a long 8. Champion will be in a twin set. 1 back, Jenkins. Boyers is going to be a quarterback draw. Boyers is going to be running around, breaking tackles, and he's down the sideline for a first down as he's run out of bounds. So he started up the middle, Maury, and they had him boxed in, and it looked like everybody was just trying to reach for him and grab him instead of putting a hat on him. He broke a couple tackles, squirted out the top side, and he went down the sideline for about 11 yards. And
go all the way down to the 41-yard line. They're actually going to give him a long 10, 11 yards on the carry. And, Jeff, the Panthers had him wrapped up in the backfield but just could not make the tackle, bringing him down.
They couldn't grab cloth, and he's a slippery guy. I mean, he's a good runner. They know that. They've talked about it all week. And if you got him boxed up, you can't let him out of the traffic like that. So we are going to take a moment here as there is a Boerne champion player down.
Want to go over the special at Sport for Supper at Sammy's. The weekly special is the cod or catfish, and that comes with your choice of one side, baked potato, seasoned fries, regular French fries, fried okra, fried mushrooms. You got your choice of corn, whatever. So that is the weekly special at Sammy's Restaurant.
Thank you,
cod
Sammy.
or catfish.
And tune in, everybody, on Wednesday night or come and join us. This past week we were in the bar in the back at Sammy's enjoying a good time back there. We'll always have some of the coaches on. We'll have some of the players of different sports. I think next week we might get volleyball back in again.
There will be no show next week because the Panthers will be open.
That's right. We have an open week, so we will not be there. I hope y'all let Sammy's know the other day when we were there. But there will not be a show next week. We will take a week off and celebrate Jared and Shannon's wedding. Thank you to all of our sponsors once again: North Park Chevrolet, Valley March, Royce Grove Exxon, Garner Abstract and Land Company, Peerless Equipment, Medina Electric, Community National Bank, Security State Bank, 3D Landscaping, Double T Outfitters, Sammy's, Habees, Castroville State Bank, Hazel Russell State Farm, Tundra Gwynn Funeral Home, and IMS Stainless Steel Fabricators. And thank you all as Boerne injured player is off the line and be 1st and 10. Boerne, and there's a fumble. Ball's on the ground as Boyers hands it to a new running back, number 45.
Carry for number 45.
And Coach Kaiser may not like that. Sam Diller puts the ball on the ground, but he stays in the game to spell number 22.
Number 22, Jeff, was the unfortunate young man.
He was the one that was injured.
Injured, yes.
Okay. Boyers keeps the ball around the backside, and he just throws a kid to the ground rudely, but Devin Steubing runs him out after about a 2-yard loss. So Boyers showed his strength right there, Maury.
Devin Steubing,
Devin Steubing came up and had an angle on him and was about to take him to the ground, and Boyers just took that offhand and just tossed him down. So he showed his strength there, and you see what you got to do. You got to really bring your hat, and you got to put a hat on him so he can't get those arms extended on you. Brings up 3rd and 14 now. Trip set, Boyers straight drop back. He's got pressure. He's going backwards as
Marty gives chase.
And the wide receivers come back, and number 3 gets the pass, and he breaks 2 tackles, and he's going in for a score.
Wow. Davis Pike came back to aid his quarterback who was scrambling around in the backfield. The Panthers had Boyers on the run. Luke Boyers with a solid throw down the field, a couple of missed tackles, and Pike takes it all the way to the house. Great run after the catch. 12-0 now is your new score.
Yeah, had Boyers dead to rights in the backfield.
That was a 43-yard throw and catch. And
the kick, PAT, is good. So penalty marker is down on the far sideline. It's going to be illegal formation, so they're going to have to kick this one again. But, Maury, that was a prime example of a receiver coming back to help his quarterback. Boyers got flushed. Trace Ferguson and Jared Marty put the pressure on him. They came from the weak side. Boyers rolled to his left side. There was no support there to have him pull up and throw it, like I said pregame, throw it when we want you to throw it. So he was able to run away from the rush. His receivers adjusted, came back to the play, made a play, and the rest is history. So Medina Valley finds himself down 2 scores now as it's still 12-0 as the point after attempt now from the 15-yard line is up and looks like it is good. So at 10:29 in the game, second quarter, we have a 13-0 lead. We're going to go ahead, Maury, and take one for the cause here. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas, has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tandre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices. You're watching Medina Valley Football. This is the Medina Valley Sports Network.
So welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium as Boerne champion number 88 gets set to kick it off, and we don't have a name for him, but number 29 did kick the extra point, so that was a new one. They pooch kick it to the first up back, number 82, and he does not fair catch it. That's Clayton Brawley, and he is immediately dropped at the 41-yard line, but a good job of securing the ball. But, Clayton needs to fair catch that one because they were on top of him before he knew it.
Jaden Nieves on the stop there for the Chargers.
And thank you to Royce Grove and Valley Marts and Royce Grove Exxon, as they are the sponsor of each and every one of our kickoffs. And so, longtime sponsor, Royce Grove, Exxon, Valley Marts, thank you very much for sponsoring. As Medina Valley comes to the line in a spread formation, single back Gibson. Handoff goes to Gibson up the middle, and he's going to be hit. And second effort's going to get him about 3 yards. So, 2nd and 7 now for Medina Valley.
That was Luke Heck on the stop for the Chargers.
So one thing you can't let happen, Maury, is let Champion get too far out in front. So this is a big drive for Medina Valley right here.
The last 2 possessions, Medina Valley's ended up on the wrong side of the turnovers.
Well, 2 turnovers have led to 2 touchdowns. So, number 1, let's not turn the ball over. Number 2, let's have a good time-consuming drive and eat up about 8 minutes. Number 23 gets the handoff going to the left. That's Pardo, and he's going to get up the field for about a gain of 2 to 3 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and about a long 4.
Outside linebacker on the stop there, Sam Dillard, and Derek Fjord on the stop. They're going to give him about 2, Jeff.
So 3rd and 4 for the Panthers, and like we said, this is where your offense needs to really bow their necks and get a little bit going, because your defense is getting a little fatigued now too, Maury. They've been chasing Boyers around. So trips down to the bottom, single back set. Marsh goes back to throw. He's going to throw to a covered Gibson, and Gibson makes a catch, and there's going to be a penalty because it looks like they were all over him, but he still reached over the top. He got mossed.
Yes, he did.
That defensive back, number 11, got mossed by Gibson as Gibson reels it in at the 35-yard line of Medina Valley, and there are 2 flags down, so we're going to see if the play stands. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. But they're in about the spot where he caught the ball.
That's 15 yards down the field.
That's pass interference against Champion, so that's going to be another 15 yards added on to the end of the catch. That's going to be a huge gain there for Medina Valley with the 15-yard pass play?
Yes.
Plus the 15 yards added on to
Well, they're not going to give him the 15. They're actually going to give him 13 yards on this.
Wait a minute.
They're saying interference. You take the play.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a spot foul.
You got it. They took the play.
Yep. It's a spot foul, so the Panthers will have the first down at the 40. 12 yards on the catch.
So first down for the Panthers at the 40-yard line. Twin set, single back. Marsh is going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to have a little room as Gibson leads him up the middle for a 9-yard gain. Good gain there by Charlie Marsh.
Dillard once again on the stop, but a good hard run by Charlie.
Great first down play there for Medina Valley. Positive yardage again. Play comes in from the sideline. Mason Vogel brings the play in.
You can do pretty much anything with this down and distance, Jeff. 2nd and 1.
How about get the first down? Your offense has been struggling most of the year, so I think it's key right here just to keep the drive going. Try not to get too fancy, and there it is. Gibson up the middle, and he will have the first down after he gains about 3 yards.
Pushes the pile forward.
So at the 28-yard line now, plus 28-yard line, Medina Valley got a little drive going here. See if they can pencil together a couple more first downs.
Walker Scott gets up from the bottom of the pile for the Chargers.
Let's see.
This is the deepest the Panthers have had the ball in Charger territory so far.
So Garza brings the play in, splits down to the bottom side of the field. Twins up top, Twins down low, single back set. Marsh takes the snap, hands the ball off to Caden Hernandez, who gets his first carry of the game, and he's going to go around the bottom side for about a gain of 7 yards. Maury, we talked a little bit about Caden Hernandez last week, and touched the ball about 3 or 4 times, and he had positive gains each and every time. So once again, Caden Hernandez providing a little bit of that I don't want to say quickness, but a little bit of the rabbit in the hair, or the
tortoise in the hair.
Tortoise in the hair. Gibson, the big power back, and then you change it up a little bit by putting Hernandez in there at tailback and letting him be the little quick back.
Luke Shara was on the stop there for the Chargers.
Going Twins again, same formation, backs on the opposite side of Marsh as Pardo comes in motion, and Hernandez is going to get the call again. He's going to be up the middle, and he's going to get about 1 yard, not quite as much room there. It's going to bring up third and a long 3 here for the Panthers. And now that's not good. Hernandez limps off the field.
Walker Scott on the stop there for the Chargers.
And I see number 22 for Champion is back up and moving around, so he's good to go. But that's not good. They're having to carry Hernandez over to the bench. So it's going to be a full dose of Gibson here. Going to be a little toss to Pardo. He's going to get up the field, and he's going to be close to the first down. That little toss scat play that he comes across, which goes down as a pass, so that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards and a first down as Medina Valley takes it down to the 17-yard line, and they're going to have 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of Burning Champion. So good little drive here. We're going 3 minutes into the drive now, 6 minutes left in the half. Play comes in for the sideline. Maury right here, don't get fancy.
Nope.
Keep doing what
you're
you're
bread
doing.
And butter here.
Don't try to do something that you're not capable of doing. Here's a 2-back set now. Gibson's going to get the handoff up the middle, and he is going to hit a wall. Looks like he fights forward for about 2 yards. So 2nd and 8.
Walker Scott once again for the Chargers, anchoring that middle of the line on the defensive side. Going to give him 2.
Play comes in from the sideline. So we're going, Panthers are coming out in a twin set again. Lone back is Gibson to Marsh's left. And the handoff to Gibson right up the middle again. And he's going to have a little bit of room there as he gets about 5-6 yards. Down to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2, Maury.
Garrett Menzies on the stop there. So Gibson will get probably about 5 more.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 2, so more like 3 yards. So 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line. Got to get to the 7.
I know, Jeff, you're in field goal territory, but I think you need a touchdown here.
Yeah, I don't know if you.
I think you're in 4-down territory.
So here we go. Twins set again. Same formation. Gibson to the right of Marsh. Marsh takes the snap, and it's going to be the quarterback lead up the middle again, and Bernie was ready for that one, Maury, as they had penetration in the backfield right in the A-gaps. And Marsh had nowhere to go, and he's going to gain about a foot.
That was Menzies once again, number 48.
So
may give him a foot.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4th and about 3. I'm going to say 3 still. 4th and 3. And looks like the Panthers are going to be content to let the clock run down and call a timeout. Not a bad idea.
This is going to be the biggest 4th down for the Panthers so far here in this first half.
That's right. So maybe the season. So it's counting down to about 3:40, 3:39, and Panthers call a timeout. And we're going to take it with them on the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We'll be right back.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Buying a new house means a lot of decisions, starting with where are you going to get the best mortgage? At our bank, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, expert-friendly advice, and without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Welcome back to Panther football, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Jeff, the Panthers facing a 4th and 3 inside the 10 of the Chargers.
And here they come to the line, and they're in a tight set, two-back I formation with a tight end in the game.
First time we've seen this formation.
And they are going to – Charlie Marsh is under center. Looks like they're trying to draw him off, and they fumble the snap. Payne snapped the ball, and Champion picks the ball up, and they're running down the field, but it looks like it's going to be blown dead, and it isn't going to matter. It's going to be their ball. 1st and 10 from about the
They're going to give
9
it to
yard
them
line.
about the 9, Jeff, and that doesn't come over as a turnover, but it's a turnover on downs, and that's a big one. The Panthers, once again, inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, as they were last week.
And
it looked like they were trying to draw them off sides first.
And it looked like they were trying to draw them off sides. They weren't jumping, and then one of them may have jumped a little bit, and Payne snapped the ball, and Marsh wasn't ready for it, and he snap went right through his hands, right onto the ground, and once again.
It doesn't matter who recovered it at that point.
Nope.
It was a turnover on 4th down anyway. So let's see if the Panthers defense can stiffen up here. They cannot let the Chargers go over 90 yards here.
They got a little rest. Let's see what the defense can do here as Boyers comes to the line. Going to have twin set, and Boyers is going to keep it around the left side, and he's going to have, about 7-yard gain there for Boyers as he's run out of bounds by
number 14,
Stubing. Back to the line of scrimmage as Champion goes trips.
They're actually only going to give him about 5.
About 5, yeah. He moved backwards, so about a 5-yard gain for Boyers as Stubing ran him out. And this one's going to be a keep up the middle. It's a little GT up the middle for Boyers, and he's going to slide down after a gain of about 12 yards and a Champion first down. First time we've seen that little GT play.
Actually, they're going to give him about 14 on that carry.
I was just guesstimating. So Champion back to the line, twin set, one back. Boyer's looking to throw this time, and he's got a receiver untouched down the middle, and he's going to be run out of bounds at about the Panther 42-yard line.
31 yards on that.
Maury, that was just
that was too easy.
That was just a short little seam route right up the middle, and nobody was there to guard him. It looked like your outside linebacker bit on the run fake.
That was number 9. Tyler Kane on the...
And Grove runs him out of bounds. So handoff now to number 22. I can't ever remember the kid's name, but it is
Jenkins.
Tamari Jenkins again. He's going to have a little 1-yard gain up the middle as the Panther defense stiffens right there. 2nd and 9.
Good to see that young man back out there, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Jenkins. Champion back to the line. Going to run option and
Boyers keeps it, going to lose a yard.
He didn't look very good going down either as J.J. Marty.
Good job by Marty. They're actually going to make him say he lost 2 yards on that play. After the 1-yard gain, now it's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
So still got a little trip set here to the top side with a tight end, single back set. Boyers with Jenkins in the backfield. Boyers calls the signals. He drops back to throw, and he's going to throw it out to the flats, and it's going to be dropped. 2 receivers in the same area there, Maury, and I don't think that was intended for Jenkins, but he touched it and threw 25 off, and it's going to be 4th down and 11 as Jenkins gets up hobbled again.
He does not look comfortable out there as he came off the field with this right leg injury, and he is really, really not being able to put much pressure on it.
So 4th and 11 as Champion will line up to go for it. Panthers look like they're going to try to bring some pressure here, and looks like Champion, they see it, and they're going to change the play. So trip set up top again, same formation. Boyers takes the snap, play action, throws it to the single receiver side. Bippert over there on the coverage, and that ball's thrown over his head and out of bounds, and the Panther defense, Maury, stiffens and holds the Boerne champion drive with 1:54 left to go before the half. Medina Valley's got a little chance here to get something going down the field again.
Good coverage there by Bippert. That pass was intended for Reed Cantrell. Just a go route there, and Bippert right with him the whole way. The ball was thrown where neither man could touch that ball. So let's see if the Panthers try to get something here with 1:54 left to go before half, trailing 13-0.
And you say that was Cantrell was
yes,
the name?
number 15.
He had about 6 inches on Bippert, too, so it was a good job by Tanner getting his hands up there and defending that play. Panthers come to the line. They're in a spread formation, Twins. Marsh keeps the ball up the middle, and he really has he fakes it on the zone read to Gibson, and he keeps it for about a gain of 4 yards. But you know, Maury, it looks to me like he has trouble seeing where the hole develops.
Yeah, that was Landon Eads on the stop there for the Chargers.
He ran right into the backside of one of his own linemen. And here we go, second down and about 6. Oh
my. That was nearly a pick six.
Number 48 read that play. It was a short little 3-step drop pass intended for number 18 out in the flat.
That was Haney out in the flat, but Menzies stepped in front of that one. And, Jeff, that was a huge drop because if he brings that ball in, there's nobody going to catch him.
Yeah, he's got nothing but green turf in front of him. So, but that – anyway, brings up a 3rd and 6, Maury. So Panthers still alive here with 1:25 left. And if you would think if Medina Valley doesn't get anything here, the champion may use one of their remaining 2 timeouts. So first down or keep the clock running. Big deal here as Pardo gets the little skip pass and goes in motion, gets the little pass, and he gains about 3. And sure enough, champion uses their second timeout.
He was brought down there by Brett Galt.
So fourth down and
going to give him, what, about 4 on that play?
Yeah, so fourth down and 3 with 1:21 left, and champion's going to get the ball back now. And
this is a big part in this ball game. The Panthers trail by 2 scores. They will get the ball to start the second half, but you cannot not let Boerne put any more points on the scoreboard before half. 13 looks like a huge mountain already with the Panthers being shut out here in the first half. They did have the ball inside the 10-yard line, but was turned over on down. So the Panthers need to stiffen up here on defense one more time here before half. Keep this game within reach. Number 52 will be back there once again doing the punting for the Panthers, and back deep is number 23 for the Chargers.
So number 23 for the Chargers is Bowen Ford back deep as the Panthers do look to snap the ball here and punt it deep. And there's a good snap, and the punt is good, and it's away from the 50-yard line to the 20, so a 30-yard punt, and
oh my!
Ford's got a lot of room.
He's gone.
Ford is going to the house.
He took that in at the 22-yard line all the way for a touchdown. 78 yards, and the Chargers have increased the lead now to 19-0. And, Jeff, I said special teams was going to win or lose this ball game, and so far the Panthers have given up 6 here on the special teams.
Yeah, and Maury, there was I don't know what happened on the left-hand side over there, but he made one tackle miss, and it was
the Panthers never kept their lanes,
no.
Jeff.
Everybody was kind of bundled over here outside the hash. And
nobody on the right side of the field for the return team, and easy pickings, 23 takes it 78 yards.
So extra point attempt now, and number 29 is doing the kicking again for champion, and he gets the left-footed kicker, gets it up and good. So new score, just as we feared what could happen and didn't need to happen, but the Chargers take a 20-0 lead with 1:03 left before halftime.
And, Jeff, we could see it setting up. The Panthers looked like they punted to the left side of the formation. all they needed was one block. There was actually one Panther that stayed at home, and once they got the block, there was no way that number 23 was going to be caught as he just went down the sidelines untouched.
And there was nobody there, and our number 52, the punter, had no chance at corralling him.
No, because
either.
he had 2 lead blockers in front of him also.
Yeah, so anyway, it's over with. Panthers get a minute left to see what they can do with it. Probably, I'm assuming, a couple of runs and get to halftime and, try to regroup a little bit.
88's going to do the kickoff again, and that kickoff is sponsored by Royce Grove Oil Company in Valley Marts. You can find a Valley Mart in pretty much any of the Medina County area and one on IH-35 on the way to the coast, IH-37 on the way to the coast.
So here we go with the Royce Grove Valley Mart kickoff. And deep.
Pooch kick, and it's going to fall, and Brawley with it and puts it on the turf, and special teams comes through once again.
That was
number 11 that came in and tried to field it, and he couldn't get a hand on it. The Chargers recover the football.
That was Tanner Habe. And, I had an old coach, Maury, once tell me that, people always gripe, why do you pooch kick? Why do you pooch kick?
Well, you're going to have a penalty.
You're going to have a flag.
I think the Chargers are going to get called for offsides, but that
what a break!
Wow, what a break!
But the old adage behind that pooch kick is the stats say, and as being a Houston Astros fan, Astros are into a lot of stats, right? But the stats say that analytics say 1 out of every 3 is going to be mishandled.
Yep.
Sure enough, falls right into that category. That's the second pooch kick.
Yep.
And
the first one we should have called a fair catch, but we did bring it in.
That's right.
This one we tried to catch it on the run and put it on the turf. Fortunately for the Panthers, it was offsides on the kicking team, so they'll re-kick.
And they will now kick from the 35-yard line. Same players deep. We got Pardo. I can't tell who's in the middle there, Maury. Looks like Tanner Bippert and number 2.
Mangum.
Is that Mangum?
Tyler Mangum.
Are deep. And there's another pooch kick. That one's going to make it to the last row, and number 2, Mangum's going to take it, and he's up the sideline. Little room, gets to about the 42, 43-yard line before he is taken down. And Medina Valley will have 53 seconds to see what they can do with the
Tier and White on the stop for Champion. I don't think, Jeff, you need to get too cute here. You definitely do not want to give them the ball back.
You're going to have a couple of runs right here. If they're going to burn, I think they have 1 timeout left. If they want to burn their last timeout, they can. But you're going to get a full dose right here of pigskin right up between the tackles. So Panthers come to the line, 2-back set, double-barrel shotgun, gives it to number 23, Pardo, and he hits the hole and gets about 7 yards. He hit the hole going, Maury. He ran hard that time.
Yeah, he did.
7-yard gain there.
Fjord on the stop there for
as the
Chargers.
Clock counts down, and it looks like everybody's kind of just
Panthers
satisfied.
They'll have to snap it one more time.
They got to snap as the play clock is at 22 and
6-second difference
for the game clock. So another snap here on 2nd and 3. Panthers come out, same formation, twins down to the bottom, double-barrel shotgun in the back. Same play. Pardo up the middle, and he's got some running room, Maury. He's out the middle, he's up the top, down to the 29-yard line, so a gain of 10, 20 yards.
Actually, they're going to give him about 22.
And Maury, with 6 seconds left, you got a chance at throwing the ball down to the end zone now.
Yes, you do.
So timeout taken by Medina Valley, and that will be a Garner Abstract and Land Company timeout.
Actually, Jeff, they're going to give him 27
yards
on that carry.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a professional touch. All real estate transactions, including land development, farm and ranch, or construction. Owned and operated by Aggie attorneys who know small towns. So go by and see Kyla Dotson over there at Garner Abstract and Land if you're looking at purchasing anything, and we're glad to have them in Castroville. And
that was the longest play, Jeff, for the Panthers in the first
That's
half.
and Pardo hit the hole on the first run, and then
they're going to try a field goal.
Oh, this is going to be a field goal.
A 46-yard field goal attempt here by Sebastian.
Well, look for something positive in
Absolutely.
in the half. So they do somebody took a timeout, and it is going to be good.
It would have been short.
It would have been short, yeah. It looked like it was a little short. Had the direction.
Chargers are going to ice the kicker here.
I actually think Medina Valley may have taken that timeout, Maury. Let's see. Yeah, they're swapping it out now. He saw that kick went short, and he's bringing his offense back out. There's going to be a Medina Valley timeout. You could hear the coaches over here next to us letting Coach Crisp know he had a timeout if he didn't like it. So he did take the timeout before the snap. Kick was short. So he brings out his, hey, good strategy there. You get to see if your kicker can actually reach it. Then you could come back and do it again.
Absolutely.
So he couldn't. So they're going to bring the offense back out, it looks like, and try some kind of Hail Mary as Champion goes 4 across. They're all lined up at about the 5-6 yard line with 4 defensive backs, and the Panthers are going to put one single receiver on their sideline and trips down here with number 45 as one of the receivers down here. Lone back number 23. Snap goes to Marsh. He's going to drop back. He's going to be under some pressure from the backside. He plants his feet. He throws the ball, and it was knocked away at the last minute by number 23.
Fjord,
what a great
he's
half.
He's had a great half.
So the clock runs out. Medina Valley comes up with no points, and we're going to go to half as Boerne Champion leads Medina Valley 20-0. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back to talk about the first half and preview some of the volleyball matches and some things going on and get some scores from around the state. But this is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We will be back in just one moment.
Here at Medina Valley Broadcast Network, we love all sports. We currently broadcast football, volleyball, basketball, softball, and baseball. We not only serve Medina Valley, we also can broadcast other schools in the area in multiple sports. If your business is interested in having us broadcast a single game or a season, and you want to be part of the action, contact Jeff Stivers at 830-931-4504 or email him at jeff@mvbn.net.
Come see why North Park Chevrolet is San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership. You'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons on over 500 award-winning vehicles, like a new 2020 Colorado Crew Cab B6 posted at just $24,999, or a 2019 Silverado Crew Cab V8 Texas Edition, lease for $350 a month with 0 down, or get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus, get a no-charge spray and bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Park Way. A J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984. and a proud supporter of Medina Valley Athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadnet. Tweet and retweet scores, schedules, and more. Tweet at MVBroadnet for MVBN.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you. Broadcasting for Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, the final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Boerne ISD and Medina Valley versus Boerne Champion as the Panthers look at a 20-0 deficit going in, and Medina Valley will get the ball coming out in the second half, Maury. So look and see what the coaches can do at halftime to kind of adjust. You know, they did have a nice drive, came up short inside the 5-yard line, ran out of downs. So Medina Valley's still struggling in the red zone. We talked about that a little bit Wednesday. Looking to see what the Panthers can come up with now. But you got a few stats for us there, Maury?
Yes, I do. For the home team champion Chargers, Luke Boyers with 54 yards on the ground, 112 through the air. Jenkins with 51 yards on the ground with a 16-yard touchdown run. One run for number 45, and that was for no gain. In the passing for the Chargers, Boyers was 7 for 11 for 112 yards, one touchdown of 43 yards to number 3 for the Chargers. That's Davis Pike. So 217 total yards of offense. But, Jeff, what you don't see on here is the turnover.
Yep.
The punt return for 78 yards.
Yeah, those
and a touchdown, which is not
incidentals that
yardage,
don't show up in that stat line. But 200 yards of total offense for Boerne Champion, and 48 of it came on the one play where you had him stopped in the backfield, and Boyers, being the athlete that he is, broke away and made that heck of a pass down the sideline where the receiver ended up breaking a few tackles and getting into the end zone. So, defensively, can the Panthers play a little better? You would expect and you would hope that they could play a little better, but, the story of the game is 2 turnovers, and now both of those turnovers, Maury, Champion has come away with points. So,
and for the Panthers on the offensive side of the ball, 8 carries for James Gibson for 27 yards. So that
kind of hampers you a little bit. Yeah, that's
less than 4 yards a carry. Pardo with 4 carries for 41 yards. He had that big 27-yarder that put the Panthers where they were going to try to attempt a field goal, but then chose not to. Caden Hernandez, 2 rushes for 8 yards. Quarterback Charlie Marsh, 3 carries for 12 yards. Yeah. Through the air, Charlie was 4 of 10 for 46 yards, but two big interceptions. One big pass play to Haney for 25 yards, Jeff, but the Panthers with only 134 yards of total offense in the first half.
Well, I think it boils down to consistency, Maury. I mean, they once again, the second drive of the game, they're at 1st and 10 after a first down, then they go to 1st and 15, then it's 2nd and 20. Penalties killed them. You couldn't get into a rhythm, and then once they finally got into a rhythm, they would have a no gain, or they got off kilter, and they weren't able to put it together. And a lot of that is possibly still not understanding the offense. A lot of that is what Boerne's doing. I mean, Boerne, like you said, we're not doing anything to Boerne that they haven't seen already. They haven't seen our anything that we have. So what you got to do is you got to play harder than them. And not to say that our kids are not playing hard by any means. But there has been some positives out there, a couple of long runs. We did have the one pass play to Haney on 3rd down and 15, which was a strong showing. And, the thing is, let's go ahead, Maury. I'm going to give you a few scores around the district. And this is why you can't get too down on yourself at any point during this district campaign. We have a bye week. Then we have Kennedy, then Memorial, then Uvalde. You've got 3 games coming up that really and truly you could win, and you're supposed to win. So you can't get too down. You got to do some things positive here in the second half to roll into that bye week for that 3-game stretch, because here's the score for you right now, Maury. There are no upsets right now in our district. Tivy is ahead of Kennedy 35-0. Still 5 minutes to go before half. Lockhart is up on Memorial 44-12. Okay? I say that because Memorial beat who last week? Uvalde. Uvalde is only down to Alamo Heights 14-0, and it's almost halftime.
Where is that game being played?
That is in Uvalde at the Honey Bowl.
And that's where Medina Valley has to travel to, so nothing's a given there, the Honey Bowl.
Nothing's a given, but what's more important is maybe some of these teams like Alamo Heights are going to be on the level of the Uvaldes and the Memorials, that you might get a chance when it comes around. You never know what's going to happen through the course of the season. We said this Wednesday night. Injuries happen. Last year, you go against Kerrville-Tivy, and guess what? Their starting quarterback's hurt, and he doesn't even play in the game. But their backup quarterback, Myers, comes in and has a heck of a game. But injuries do happen, is my point, and the season is a long season. So after 2 games, actually after 1.5 games, you can't get too down on yourselves. And I think I heard a lot this week from our kids that they kind of got behind each other, and they had team meetings, player-only meetings. They had, some come-to-Jesus meetings with each other, and you can't give up. And that's what Medina Valley cannot do, and I don't expect them to do that. I know the coaching staff's not going to do it, but you can't expect the community can't give up on them, the kids can't give up on themselves, and they can't give up on each other. And they got to keep grinding until they figure out this offense.
Well, and right now it's just a matter of you need to figure out how to finish. You need to finish your drives. The Panthers have had themselves in positions in every one of these ball games and just have not been able to complete the drives, and that's the big thing that hurts. And then once again, we talked about the special teams, and that is a third of this game of football, unfortunately. And right now, the special teams for the Panthers have not been up to par. You give up a big punt return for a touchdown. You almost turn the ball over on a kickoff, on a pooch kick. And
special teams have looked shaky.
No, they have, and you got to share those.
But Maury, there's a lot of times where coaches come in and they say, you know what, we're not going to play these other guys on our special teams. We're going to play our best guys because it's that important. And Medina Valley's getting to the point where they're going to have to start playing some of these kids, and some of these kids are going to have to say, you know what, I want to be on kickoff team. I want to do this. I would love to see a James Gibson go to Coach Crisp, and he may have already, but go to Coach Crisp and say, Coach Crisp, I want to be on the kickoff team. I want to go down there and make a difference. I want to go make a play. And that's what you got to have. The attitude you got to have is you got to go be playmakers. And so I'm anxious to see if these Medina Valley kids will step up and be playmakers. Go make a play. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, Maury, we're going to go through not only the keys to the second half, but we're going to go through some area scores and more. So we'll be back. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football.
Let's get social. Like Medina Valley Broadcast Network on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadnet and visit the official website at mvbn.net. Get the latest and join the conversation about all things Medina Valley sports. Come on, let's talk.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago. And for 80 years, we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We're proud to be a part of this community and to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
And welcome back to the halftime show. The halftime show is sponsored by Community National Bank. At Community National Bank, we think you should expect more from your bank. You should expect answers. Thank you to Community National Bank for being the halftime show sponsor. And right now, Maury, we're going to go through some area scores of interest. Let's see. Hey, the Battle of Southwest. Legacy and Southwest High School is 14-14 with 5:45 left in the second quarter. And Maury, I'm not sure if the head coach over there at the Titans is concerned about this game, but I bet he's getting some updates on his cell phone.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is, because that's Mr. Tarvin, whose son is one of the defensive ends for Medina Valley.
So they are tied up at 14. Let's see. Harlan is ahead of McCullum, big, 28-0. Oh, let's see. Who else is out there that we would be interested in? Catula is ahead of Lytle, 7-6 at halftime. Navarro's playing Giddings tonight, Maury, and
that's
they're
a good
at home.
matchup.
That's 22-20. Navarro, number 10 in the state in 4A, they're leading at half. Marion is leading Randolph, 17-14 at half. Bernie High School and Fredericksburg are having a battle. It's 24-17. Fredericksburg with 2:44 still left in the second quarter. Of course, we gave you the Tivy score. It's 42-0 at half. Judson is ahead big over San Marcos in the second quarter still.
How about the Hondo Owls?
Hey,
are they playing tonight?
Here's another one. Clemens is ahead 14-9 against their district rival, Steele.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at halftime.
Steele's coming off of a very, very hard-fought loss
against
last
Judson.
week against Judson.
Well, their district foe, Clemens, has them 14-9 at halftime. Let's see, Rockport, Lavernia. Lavernia's ahead of Rockport. MacArthur is down to South San. Reagan's ahead of Churchill. Where is the Hondo game? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more digging, Maury. But while I'm doing that, you want to go ahead and give us some keys to the second half for you?
I think the keys to the second half is what we said. We got to finish the drives off. The Panthers, when it was still 13-0, the Panthers had the ball inside the 10-yard line, but turned it over on downs. Just could not finish the drive, and it was on this same field on that side of the ball two weeks ago when the Panthers came on a Thursday night to play the Greyhounds that the Panthers did the exact same thing, could not punch in the ball on that side of the field. So Panthers need to finish drives. They need to settle down. It's been a pretty even rushing attack for the Chargers. 54 yards for Boyers and 51 yards for Jenkins. 100.
Well, they're going to get theirs, Maury. They're going to get their yards. The problem we've got to have is we've had a turnover issue, and even on that fourth down where we didn't get the first down here inside the 5, we fumbled the snap, so we wouldn't have got it anyway. But same as last week, we fumbled the snap last week as the snap wasn't handled by the quarterback, and those kinds of things right there are going to get you beat. When you have an opportunity to score, it's a 14-point swing when the other team scores off of it. So you go back and forth, and you punch something in there, but it changes the game. Because wasn't it on the ensuing drive that Medina Valley punted to Boerne and they ran it back?
Yes.
So it changes the game. I mean, you're sitting there down by 1 score if you punch it in, but instead now you're down by 3 scores. So keys to the game for me are let's get back to what we do. Whatever that might be. What are we going to be good at? Coach Crisp is here. He's building a program, right? He wants to build a program. So they need to figure out what is it that we're going to do good from here on for the next 3 to 5 years to 10 years. What is it that Medina Valley is going to hang their hat on? And that's what they need to work on in the second half. Can you get back in this game? Absolutely. You take that opening drive and you do what you do well. You've made the adjustments at halftime. You block it, you run it, you throw it, you catch it. You go down and you get a score, and it's a different ball game. Defense comes out and plays, gets you field position. You do it again, and more, you're right back in it.
Yeah, well, and you look at the way that first half progressed. Both teams on their first 3 possessions, no kind points,
back and forth,
and it was when it was still 6-0. It was a big third down conversion where Boyer scrambled and found time as the Panthers were putting pressure on him, and his receiver Davis Pike came working back to the ball,
right?
And that was the third down play, and 43 yards later it was a touchdown.
Well, and so Maury, what if you're a Boerne champion? What do you do good? Your quarterback scrambles, he makes plays, right? That's what they hang their hat on. That's what they did. So they're going to take care of them. They're going to do what they do. What can we do to take care of us? And that's a big deal with Coach Crisp. I don't care what the other team does. I care about what we do, is what he has told me several times. I care about what we can control. So that's what they're going to hang their hat on. That's what they need to take care of in the second half. And that's what I'm looking for in the second half. Win, lose, or draw. Let's see if we can get better and get some momentum going into the bye week.
Yeah, and the point I was going to make is, we give up one big play there on a breakdown of coverage, and it's hard for the secondary to cover for that long a period of time, as Boyers just kept the play alive with his feet. And then the other big play was the 78-yard, kickoff or punt return for a touchdown. So 2 big plays have produced, 13 of the 20 points here for the Greyhounds. So the Panthers, like you said, Jeff, they're gameful tonight. They're trying to keep it within touch here, and the big thing is going to be the first 5 minutes. As we always said, this is the big first 5 minutes of this second half to see if the Panthers can get some momentum going. Need to put points on the board. Need to crawl right back into this ball game and settle in and play a good second half.
Okay, so you talked about coming out in the second half. Last week, Maury, we came out in the second half, and we marched it down the field. We took care of what we needed to do up until what happened at the 5-yard line.
We didn't finish.
Okay, we didn't finish. So let's see what they do today when they come out in the second half, and they're going to have the ball as we return. Boerne Champions Band is on the field. We've got about 3.5, 4 minutes left before we start the second half, and this is the Community National Bank halftime show, and we're going to go ahead and hear from a few of our sponsors. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We'll be right back.
Visit mvbn.net for great articles on all your favorite coaches, players, and more at mvbn.net, the official website of the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Double T Outfitters offers deer, dove, turkey, quail, and exotic hunts in Southwest Texas on over 20,000 low-fenced acres. They facilitate professional guide services, lodging, and fantastic meals while providing the best in Southwest hunting. Contact Double T Outfitters to find out details about their current package hunts. Contact owner Brett Ferguson at 210-413-1597 or online at doublethunting.com.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
It really grows then, doesn't it?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium here on the campus of Boerne High School as Boerne Champion takes a 20-0 halftime lead, Maury, and we have about 11 seconds left. Boerne Champion Band is still on the field, so we will be getting started here pretty soon, but did you have a volleyball update, Maury?
Yes, I do. Word from Dwayne Garza's wife that was at the game. Medina Valley wins 3-1. So the Panthers are still just one game behind the district first place team, the Harlan Knights. So Panthers taking care of business as usual, and we will have the second round, I believe, begins next Tuesday at Medina Valley against Uvalde. So,
yep.
Or actually, is that at Uvalde? Because that's
at
switched.
Uvalde
That's
Tuesday.
right.
It's at Uvalde Tuesday, and then Friday night they play. I'm not sure. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
They're at home.
Oh, they're at Eagle Pass.
Oh, they're
That's
at
right.
Eagle Pass.
Yeah, they're at Eagle Pass. So we will be hopefully bringing you the game Tuesday, and then we're going to try to bring you at least one game a week from here on out. And hopefully we can get somebody to produce the game, and it may have to be me. I may have to skip out of a football game, Maury, and go help Dwayne produce a game so we can get a Friday night volleyball match on and get that on air for you guys.
Next Friday night is an open date on the schedule for the football team.
Oh, that's true. So, yeah, we may have somebody
may
down there
double
for
dip
Friday.
with volleyball next week.
That won't be a double dip. It'll only be a single dip because there is no football game.
Well, so but I mean, you double dip for the volleyball. Y'all talk like y'all may go do Uvalde at Uvalde.
I will be out of town next week, though. I think I'm gonna be taking my daughter to a college visit, so I will possibly be out of town. But maybe we could talk Jared. If he's back from his, are they taking a honeymoon?
He will not be back next week.
He will not be back. So he'll be out next week. So
yes.
We'll figure out something as Boerne Champion and Medina Valley have both taken the field, and we're getting ready to start. But Maury, here we go. Big crowd here on the Boerne side, as we said. It is their homecoming.
And Jeff, we talked about in the pregame a couple of the points that we said we needed to take care of is we needed to win the turnover battle. Well, we're not winning the turnover battle.
No.
And we need to win special teams. And right now we're not winning the special teams either. So 2 points that we needed to make sure we take care of, we're not. And that is the deficit right here, 20-0 in favor of the Chargers. Medina Valley will get the ball, Jeff, to start the second half. Yeah. Let's see if we can turn this momentum around.
Once again, we'd like to thank Community National Bank for sponsoring our halftime show. And number 88 tees it up, Maury.
And this is a kickoff sponsored by Royce Grove Wall Company and Valley Marts Incorporated.
We have the same three guys back, it looks like. It looks like Tanner Bippert.
Tyler Mangum.
That looks like maybe that's Haney. Is that Haney in the middle there?
That is Ragosa number 2. Mangum number 2. That is Haney.
Yeah, Haney's
in
back
the
there
middle,
now, so
flanked on the left by Tanner Bippert.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Haney's first time out there returning a kick. Let's see who they kick it to. They've been pooching everything, and they're going to kick that one down. It's going to make it to the backside about the 24-yard line as Magnum fields it, and he's up the sideline for a good little gain and tackled on the sideline by
number 26 for the Chargers.
Okay, and Medina Valley
is Reed Cool.
Sorry, Medina Valley will start their first possession with very good field position at the 36-yard line. So here we go. Let's see what Medina Valley could come up with at halftime as they come out in that same little two-back double-barrel shotgun formation. Double-barrel meaning a running back on each side of Marsh. Handoff is going to go to, that's a new guy. That's Pardo, and he's tripped up after a nice little gain.
7 yards.
Yeah, gain of 7 yards. Pardo ran the ball hard, Maury, those last two, and that's the same play. So
Fjord.
they came 3 times in a row they've run that play.
Fjord on the stop for the Chargers.
And I hate to call that a little ISO, but out of a little two-back set like that, but that's basically what it is in the spread offense is an isolation play with a big 45 leading the way. Same formation. Twins goes to the top side this time. Kind of expect the same play and it's a little outside zone, and Pardo has the ball, and he almost breaks it, Maury, as he is taken down after a first down with a gain of about
7
more. So move the sticks as Pardo takes it around the right side. I have not seen Mr. Hernandez back out there.
Shara on the stop.
So we'll go to a doubles formation as Gibson remains the lone running back with Marsh. Handoff up the middle to Gibson. He's going to have a nice gain of about 8 yards. 7 yards they're going to give him. So brings up 2nd and 3, and Maury, the Panthers have come out with 3 straight running plays of 7 or more yards. Actually, looking good here, moving the ball.
Garrett Menzies on the stop for Boerne.
Brings up a 2nd and a short 3. Double barrel backfield again. Twins down to the bottom for the Panthers as they're going to give the ball up the middle. Nice cut there by Pardo as he's going to have another first down after another short, nice gain, 5-yard gain there for a first down for Pardo.
Josh Kidder on the stop, but Pardo moves to change. He'll give him 6 on the carry.
Well, one thing you're doing here, Maury, is they're going to start screwing guys down on the defense, trying to get them in closer, and it's going to open up your passing game if you can keep running the ball like this. So now they go to a doubles set with Gibson in the backfield. Same play up the middle. He's going to bounce it off tackle a little bit as Gibson's going to have a nice gain. 7-yard gain for Gibson, and things are clicking now for Medina Valley.
Dragging some Chargers along the way. Luke Heck on the stop. But good gain on first down,
Maury,
8 yards.
Valley's mixing up their formations a little bit, giving them a little different look so the champion defensive coaches can't really zero in on anything. Going with the twin set again. Gibson the lone back with Marsh. And this play is going to be off tackle, and Gibson makes a nice little cut, gets up the field, and for a gain of about 6 yards and another Panther first down.
Menzies on the stop once again, and a lot of shiftiness by Gibson as they had him kind of bottled up in the backfield. He just shook a couple of tacklers off and marched it down. That was actually
supposed to be the outside zone, and they cut him off, and he put his foot down and got up the field. He got north and south, and I think we had said something about that last week about getting those guys going north and south.
Yep.
So first down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Double barrel set again, and there's the handoff to Pardo as he's going to not have as much this time as defensive end kind of steps in and makes the play. And
Heck on the Stop, but give him 4.
But Maury still gets 4 yards out of it, so
Luke
second down and 6.
Heck on the stop for Boerne. Panthers doing what they needed to do here, Jeff, and start the second half. Keeping the ball going, keeping the chains moving.
Play comes in from the sideline. Garrison Garza as the offense comes to the line of scrimmage. Double barrel set again. Gibson's cheated up a little bit more this time. Looks like it's going to be the pass. There it is. What did I just say? Touchdown to Haney on the seam route. Maury, same formation. They faked the little dive to Pardo, and Haney goes right by their defensive back, and he's wide open for a touchdown.
25-yard touchdown, throw and catch, and the Panthers are on the board.
Just like I said it would open up, and the Panthers did a heck of a job driving the ball down the field. Run. Different formations, different looks, but they got it what they needed to do, and Maury, they finished. So the extra point attempt, snaps good, kicks up, and it is good. So new score here now, new life for Medina Valley as they cut into the champion lead, which is now 20-7. And Maury, you got a little synopsis of that drive.
Yep, Panthers run the ball 7 times, throw the ball once. The shortest run for the Panthers there was a 4-yard gain by Pardo. That was right before this pass play, and one pass attempt, one completion, 25 yards to Haney. Haney has 2 catches for 50 yards, both of them for 25 yards. And Jeff, you called it. You said it was going to open up the passing in the very next play, just a seam right down the middle of the field,
and
untouched.
What happens is those outside linebackers start cheating. They see the run. They say, you know what, 7 yards is too much. 8 yards is too much. They start cheating. They want to get up there, and they get their eyes where they're not supposed to be. And that's what happened on that play.
3 carries for 24 yards for Gibson. 4 carries for 24 yards for
And here goes
Pardo.
the kickoff. And the kick goes deep to about the 5-yard line to number, can't tell, 24. And he's going to be downed by number 27. That's number 14 returning the ball.
That was Nathan Weiblen on the stop there on the special teams for the Panthers.
John Moreno on the return. And they're going to start at about the 26-yard line. So good coverage by the Panthers that time. Now, the first time we've seen the Panther defense on the field in the second half. Let's see what kind of halftime encouragement they got from the coaches as Champion comes out in a trip set with a wide receiver to the top side all by himself. First carry is going to be.
Oh, wow, he buckled.
Yep. Boyers went down very awkwardly after a loss of 1 yard. It looked like he tried to cut Maury.
And gave out.
And his ankle gave out on him, but he's up and moving around.
Grant Snyder on the stop for the Panthers. So a loss of a yard.
Yeah, 2nd and 11. They're coming out now back to their pro set. Tight end to the top side, single back set. Number 9 goes in motion. Snap goes to Boyers. He's going to roll out to the left. He's got his 3 leveled run. There's a pressure there, and they get to him.
Hecker with the sack.
And that's going to be a big loss of they're only going to give him about 5 yards loss, but he ended up about 10 yards back there as the first person to get to him was
J.J. Marty and Grant Snyder, and then Hecker finishes him off.
That Maury was that's just that little flood route over to the sideline, the Panther sideline, where they have different levels to throw it to.
Back-to-back losses.
And they had them all covered. And then they put pressure on Boyers. So now we've got a 3rd and about 16 to go. 3rd and 16. So what can you do? Trip set to the bottom. Wide single receiver high. Boyers drops back. He's going to look. He's going to throw. He's got the rail wide open, and he can't get rid of it because he's under pressure. Throws it complete to number 15 at about the 25-yard line, and that's going to be well short of the first down, Maury.
They're only going to give him about 4 yards on that completion. Coverage down the field by Stubing. The Panthers defense rises to the occasion. We'll get the ball back here.
Absolutely. What a great series there by the Panther defense as they put pressure on Boyers and Maury. They did exactly what we said they needed to do. They made him throw it when we wanted him to throw it. Never let him get comfortable. And they moved. Boerne moved, and there you're going to have a penalty.
-2 yards on that offensive drive by the Chargers, Jeff.
Beautiful.
And they're going to march him back another 5 yards.
Yeah, now let's, here we go now. Let's not get overly excited, but we did say Panthers come out and play defense and give the offense good field position again after a score. Remember we said that at halftime. Go down and score. Defense stops them. Give your offense good field position again, and go down and see what you can do.
And you say special teams. The special teams put the Panthers in good field position to start this half with a good return by Tyler Mangum.
Here we go. So Champion lines up again. It's 4th and 17 now.
Bipper deep for the Panthers.
And the snap and the punt is off. Good
high kick. Come on!
To about the 50-yard line.
They're giving us a flag.
Is it roughing or running
into it? It's got to be running into it because he hit him right at the feet. If that's a personal foul, this is a bad call.
Well, let's see what they call.
Still, you go.
Waved it off.
The kicker took 2 steps forward after he rolled into him.
So, with that being said, Bippert does return the ball out to the plus 46-yard line. He had a good return on that.
Give him 13 yards return.
We really didn't. We kind of over
that because we saw the flag. Well, now they're moving it backwards some more. So now they're only going to give him about an 8-yard return on it.
40 plus 46 of Bernie Champion. So Medina Valley has great field position. Here they come back out with a twin set up top, single receiver to the bottom, double barrel shotgun set for the Panthers. Snap goes, and they hand it to Gibson, running hard up the middle. He's going to have about 2 yards, 2.5. Give him 3 yards on the carry for Gibson. That's the first time they ran that little single dive to Gibson out of that formation. So they're still mixing it up.
Menzies and Scott on the stop for the Chargers, but they're going to give him 3.
Play comes in, 2nd and 7. Here we go to the top. Twins, same formation. Running backs flip sides. Marsh takes the snap. And it's going to be Gibson cutting it up the middle. He's got some room, and he's going, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He's going 10-yard line, 5-yard line, and he's down at the 1-yard line. James Gibson
from the 42-yard line all the way down to the 1-yard line, a 41-yard scamper. Good blocking downfield, Jeff, by his wide receivers.
Excellent job, but Maury, that play was made because it was designed. It was the outside zone again, and Gibson saw right away he wasn't going to get there. Bam! He put that foot down, and he got north and south in a hurry. And then he just broke tackles, carrying guys with him. Great run by Gibson, but here we go. First down and 10 from the 1-yard line.
First down and 1 from the 1.
First down and 1 from the. 23 gets the ball, and he is not going to get in.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Half-yard line, they're marking it.
29 there on the stop. Brent Galt.
So 2nd down and goal from the half-yard line now. And you don't want to play around with this more. You want to get the ball in the end zone because of the things that we're not going to mention on the radio right now. Knock on wood. So it was a single back set now. We're going trips to the top side, single back set. Gibson is the lone back. And it's Gibson up the middle, and he will be.
He's going to be stopped.
He got in.
61 grabbed him, but Gibson fell forward.
And the ball went over the end zone.
Walker Scott.
And Champion, they're not happy, and they're arguing with the officials, but he did fall into the end zone.
Oh, absolutely.
So, touchdown, James Gibson, a 1-yard run officially. And that's going to take the score now to 20-13.
Big, important extra point coming here, Jeff.
And the snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good as well. So, with 4:13 left in the half, Medina Valley has done exactly what we said they needed to do to start the second half. It is perfectly scripted right now. So let's see what
we have ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, we got a new ball game here as it is now 20-14. The Panthers have wiped out the 3-score cushion of Champion. And Maury, it only goes so far as how well you play the next series. Now it's series to series. Can we keep the momentum? We saw momentum last week, Maury. go away and never come back. Boerne's still going to have some success. How can we manage that success now? Can we come back? Can we keep coming back, and can we take the lead against this, like I said, number 6 ranked team in the state 2 weeks ago?
Well, the way you keep momentum is you got number 19 kicking this ball deep, kicking it out of the end zone or kicking it deep, and your cover team here not allowing a big run.
Absolutely. So, still got
kickoff
four
is
minutes.
sponsored by Royce Grove All Company and Valley Marts Incorporated.
And we were just informed, Maury, that volleyball is off next Friday, so there will not be a volleyball.
Great kickoff.
Look at that. Coffin corner kick right there to the G of the Greyhounds. And that'll come out to the 25-yard line. Good job by the kickoff team again.
No chance for a return.
As Boerne Champion comes back out on the field. And, you got to think that, in the back of Boerne's head, they've lost the last 2 years to Medina Valley. Maybe the pressure's on them a little bit right now.
Minus 6 yards of offense here on their first possession.
So Champion comes out in a twin set. Single back is number 22, Jenkins. Handoff goes to Jenkins, and he is going to be wrapped up for a loss. Boy, those big defensive tackles in Medina Valley are really starting to come through. Trace Ferguson and Zach Hecker are just creating havoc.
Tarvin also in there on that play.
There too, that whole defensive front right there. So be 2nd and 11.
Loss on the coverage.
Going
on
trip
the play.
set, and Boyers keeps it this time. He's got a few yards, but maybe 3-4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Grant Snyder on the stop for the Panthers, along with Taylor Weir.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, give him 4.
So, big 3rd down here for Medina Valley as Champion comes out in their pro formation, tight end to the top side. He's going to run that little shallow cross again. And, it was caught for a first down. Number 9 catches it for a gain of about 12 yards, I guess, 12 yards.
They give him 12.
Down to the 39-yard line.
Stubing making sure there's no yards after the catch.
And now Boerne's moving, and they're ready to snap it again. They're set, twin set, 2 backs. They hand it. Nope, Boyers keeps it. He's going to be run down. 21 is giving chase, and he's going to go out of bounds after a gain of about 1 yard.
See where they spot it. Going to spot it right at the 40.
Yeah, so gain of about 1 yard for Boyers on that one. Good play there by number 21.
That was Taylor Weir.
Taylor Weir staying at home, running him to the sideline and using the sideline as a tackler. So 2nd down and 9. Trip set to the bottom side with a tight end. They like bringing that tight end around or out. He's going out right now. Boyers has the ball. He's dropped back. He's under some pressure, and he just throws it away. And that's going to land in the front row. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 as Boyers was under pressure there again.
J.J. Marty and Zach Hecker putting all kinds of pressure in the backfield. Big 3rd down, Jeff. Last time they converted on a 3rd down on a 12-yard pass. Let's see if the Panthers can shut them down here.
So 3rd down and 9. And, sorry, I'm looking on the sideline because there was an injured lineman that came out earlier, and I was wondering if that kid ever came back in. But that's going to be a run. 22 gets the handoff right up the middle, and he is going for maybe 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th down and 6 or 7, Maury. So interesting play call there for Boerne Champion.
Ferguson right there making sure no yards after initial contact. They're going to give him 2 yards, but that's it.
Wow, man, you got to early in the game, and I'm not going to say this too loud because I don't want to get Boerne Champion any ideas, but early in the game, they're hitting those out routes for 5-6 yards at a time, no problem. And here they call we got to be careful on that. Trace Ferguson dives, tries to get the
ball goes backwards,
and it's still rolling.
Medina Valley.
So sorry about that, people. So we punted the ball. Trace Ferguson dove for like a block. I think he was
tried to get it right off the shoe top of the punter.
And the punt goes down to about the 25-yard line and then spins backwards to about the 39-yard line. So
Panthers get a 14-yard return and don't touch the ball.
So we're here we go. We've got 2:09 left in the third period. What a great defensive set again by
And the
Medina
Panthers
Valley.
have been perfect on their offensive possessions, 2 for 2 here in the second half.
We go twins, double set, single back, Gibson. Gibson up the middle. He's going to push, grind for about 5 yards, James Gibson.
Taking tacklers with him. Getting up from the bottom of the pile for the Chargers, number 99, Landon Eads, but not before Gibson powers his way for 6 yards.
6-yard gain on the play for Gibson as 2nd and 4 coming now as Garrison Garza brings in the play, and we're going to the two-back set again. Twin set to the bottom of the screen. Double backs, and the handoff goes to.
Ball is down. Ball came out, but the whistle blew.
Sorry about that. But
that was Pardo.
That was Pardo up the middle again.
And they're going to give him
7
8 yards on that carry.
He'll have another first down to the plus 48-yard line. Good job. And I had to pause for a minute because Pardo took a shot, Maury, and he's not feeling well now.
Well, he's tough, though.
He's tough. He took a shot, and the ball did pop out after he hit the ground.
That was Sam Dillard on the stop for.
Going doubles now. Gibson with the ball up the middle, and he will have 1 yard that time. So here we go again. They're starting to squeeze down. They're trying to stop the run, Maury, so you could expect here in the next few plays a little pass. But right now you're in a passing situation, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Luke Heck on the stop for the Chargers.
Pardo is going to come check himself out of the game for a minute as he really took a pretty good lick on the ground on that last play. I mean, flat back on the ground, defender on top of him. So they're going to check him out on the sideline, let him catch his breath as we got trips down to the bottom, single back set. One lone receiver to the top. Gibson's going to get it, going right, going to cut it up again. They boxed him, made him cut it up the field, and he's going to have about 4 yards. It's going to bring up third and about 5.
Shara on the stop for the Greyhounds. Panthers do not have to run a play here if they choose not to.
I would think they would choose not to. They will take the time down. They're going to go to the sideline, and we're going to move to the fourth quarter, Maury, as Medina Valley has cut the lead to 20-14, and they have the ball 3rd and 5 when we return. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We'll be right back.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Garner Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Who has the best sports coverage for Medina Valley? We do.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
And welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium as Medina Valley checks in. Start of the fourth quarter. Boerne champion leads 20-14. Double barrel. Hands the ball to Gibson. Gibson gets up the field. He's going to have a first down.
Going to give him 6 yards on the carry.
Give him 6 or 5, it looks like, and that will be enough for a first down at the champion, 38-yard line.
Fjord on the stop.
So Medina Valley picks up in the fourth quarter right where they left off.
James Gibson, Jeff, in that third quarter, 78 yards on the ground. A 41-yard big run, 1-yard touchdown, and a touchdown pass to Haney. Panthers down by 6.
So here we go, twin set again, double barrel offense. Hand the ball up the middle that's a new running back. I'm not sure who that was.
That is number 23. That's still Pardo.
Yes, it was Pardo. Sorry, he looked taller on that play.
Shara on the stop there. They give him 2.
So 2nd and 8.
It's hard. It's hard to keep number 23 off the field. He's tough. Unless he has a bone showing, he's not going to come out.
So Panthers driving here. 2nd down and 8. Got to keep, getting positive yards. Going with the doubles set, single back, motion. Haney goes in motion. Nobody goes with him. That's going to be a zone defense. Oh, and he misses. Back to throw, misses Pardo, overthrows him at about the 20-yard line, and there were 2 wide receivers open down there. And
little too much mustard on that one.
Little too much. Pardo, it was a little bit over his head, but now you're behind the sticks again.
Wow.
You're 3rd and 8 now, so you need to treat this as 4-down territory. Yeah. Get something positive here going in, and expect to do something again on 4th down.
But Jeff, in that play right there, the Panthers had the perfect play called. Just could not execute
it. They did,
it.
and the receivers were too close together again, Maury. So here we go. Trip set, single back. Marsh is back. He drops back. There's going to be a screen. That's that same play earlier that Haney ran. He's going to be up the field. He's going to be 31-yard line. He's going to be a yard short of the 1st down. I'll tell you what, the outside linebacker that time for Champion made a heck of a play there because he forced him to cut it back inside, whereas early in the game he was not there. So it's going to be 4th and 1 from the
Fjord and Galt on the stop.
29-yard line.
Well, they're going to give him 7 yards.
We've got 4th and 1. Here we go. The Champion fans are up.
Panther fans are up.
Going with a 2-back set. Double barrel, twins to the bottom. Hand off to Gibson, and he's going to cut it up the middle, and he's going to have a bunch more. Gibson down to the 11, 12-yard line. James Gibson with another
19 yards on the carry.
Another huge cut, Maury, and I've said all year about this kid that he can't make that initial cut, and he's starting to figure out this offense, Maury. He knows now that he's got to read to where the hole's going to be, that the hole necessarily won't be there, and he's got to make it himself.
Fjord with a touchdown-saving tackle.
1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Double barrel set. Pardo gets the handoff. He makes a guy miss in the backfield. He gets around the edge. There's blocking on the sideline. He gets down and gets hammered at about the flag.
Well, let's see. It could be personal foul on the hit on the sidelines, but where it's at now, it's a holding.
Receiver. And I said he was blocking well over there on the sideline, but he must have had him locked up.
Yep, they're signaling holding.
So,
and they're looking at the Panthers.
Pardo was down to about the 3-yard line.
Avoided the rush, the tacklers in the backfield. Wow, holding against Medina Valley. Wesley Pardo, Jeff, should have been caught for a loss of about 4.
There were 2 guys in the backfield.
And turned it up and made something positive. He'd have had it inside the 5-yard line at about the 2, close to a 1st down, but this penalty is going to be a spot foul.
It will be it'll be 10 yards from the spot, so it's only going to be, they're marking
they're marking it almost back from the line of scrimmage.
Long ways.
Wow.
So that's about it's 1st and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17?
17, yep.
1st and 17, and there's no way. That guy was on way down the field.
That's what I thought, too.
If that's a spot foul or 10 yards from the spot. But nonetheless, 1st and 16, 17. Panthers come out in a trip set, single back set. Keep your focus here, Panthers. Gibson up the middle. Nice run. Hurdles one guy, and the next guy gets him down, though. So a gain of about 2 for Gibson.
On the tackle there for Chargers is Garrett Menzies. I'm going to give him 3.
That brings up 2nd and about 14. And the Panthers need to keep grinding here, Maury. Keep making things happening. Don't get frustrated with yourselves.
I know the thing is here, you're inside field goal range. You're just 6 points behind. Wow, that's going to be a tough decision. Let's hope we don't have to make it. Let's get 7.
Panthers come out in a double barrel set again with twins to the bottom of the formation. Marsh takes the snap, and it's going to be a pass, and he's throwing it to...
Oh! Diving attempt.
Looks like Doyne, and he had to throw it to the inside, and Doyne couldn't get to it. So it's going to be 3rd and 14. So Panthers don't know about that. They single receiver route over there, Maury, on single side of the field or short side of the field, and they looked like they were trying to get a one-on-one matchup, which they got with Doyne, and Marsh just threw it to the inside, and Doyne couldn't get over to it. So it brings up a 3rd and long.
Empty backfield.
Going empty. Gibson's out here in the slot, trips down to the bottom, doubles up to the top. Marsh, straight drop back. He's going to get rid of it in a hurry, and it dropped. Haney hits it. It hits him a little low. Should have been caught, but it's going to bring out the field goal unit.
Wow.
So after running the ball down the field, 2 passes and 0 yards.
Well, you got behind the sticks.
You got behind the sticks
on the holding penalty.
But when you're getting 7-8 yards a pop, on your run, 6, 7, 8 yards, little bit different there. So
Marty snapping, Clendenin.
Big thing is get to within 1 score
with the hold.
Snaps down, kicks up. It's long enough, and it is
good.
So
Sebastian puts it through for the Panthers to get within 3. 20-17 now is your new score.
So 3 straight scoring drives for the Panthers. And new life here for Medina Valley, as now they are within a field goal of the champion Chargers. Now the defense has been on the sideline. Maury, they've only played, 1 series? Two series in the second half so far. So the defense should be well rested with 8:46 left in the ball game.
9 plays the defense has been out there here in this second half.
So
should be well rested and ready to go for one more stop right here.
So exciting game we've got going on here, and let's see if we check some of the other scores while we wait for the Valley Mart Royce Grove Exxon kickoff. See how our district is doing.
Just 15 yards of offense here in the second half for the Chargers.
So Alamo Heights and Uvalde, Maury, are now tied up 14-14 going into the fourth quarter.
At the twilight zone.
And the kick goes to about the
2-yard
line as 14 picks it up, and he heads up the middle, and he's going to be hit and taken down very rudely. And he fumbled the ball. Oh, they called it down. They called it down. As the ball comes loose, 14 kept fighting for yardage. The ball came loose as it was blown dead. Forward Progress had stopped, and Bernie Champion.
Number 8 picked it up for Medina Valley and ran in 23 yards for the score, but they're going to say that Forward Progress was stopped.
And they're going to give it to him at the 16-yard line.
But Jeff, special teams, we just said you need to win the special teams. Panthers are winning special teams. The Chargers could have let that ball roll into the end zone. And
he picked it up at the
1-yard line.
So Champion comes out. Jenkins alongside Boyers is a single back in the backfield. They got trips down to the bottom. Handoff, no handoff. Boyers keeps it. He comes around the edge here, and he's going to outrun everybody to about the 23, 24-yard line. A gain of about 6-7 yards there on first down for Boyers.
Dawson Grove on the stop there for the Panthers.
Kind of lost contain there again, but you can't fault the defensive line for how well they're playing.
Well, they're going to give him 7.
So 2nd down and 3 for Champion. Snap goes to Boyers. He fakes it. Now he's going to come back, and he's going to go right over the middle. Number 14 running a little scissor route, and he takes a big hit, but not until a huge gain of about 25 yards, and he is down because number 2, I believe.
That was
number 2.
Tyler Mangum.
Put one on him pretty good. But nonetheless, first down and 10 for Bernie Champion on the 46-yard line. Their own 46. Trip set up top. Boyers hands to Jenkins. Jenkins up the middle. He's got some running room. Moves shifty. And he's going to have about 10 yards and close to a Champion first down as he was just jitterbugging all the way through. And nope, they're going to give him 9. So it's 2nd and 1.
Tyler Mangum on the stop.
2nd and 1, trip set, same formation, same play. Boyers keeps it this time, and he's up the middle, and he will be tackled after a gain of about 7-8 yards again, and another Champion first down. So Champion is now rolling. Hey, here's where you need to fall down and play like you're hurt, right, Maureen?
Grant Snyder on the stop.
And they take a timeout. But you know that happens in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
You know that happens in college football. You know, have a signal, do something where you tell your guys, you know what, when they get rolling like that, somebody's got to fake an injury. A little gamesmanship going on. You know, we're not going to let you take advantage of us, but we are going to take a quick timeout, Maury, while they're talking it over. North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley Panther football. We will be right back.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you. The Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We lead, they follow. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium as Boerne Champion leads your Panthers 20-17 with 7:41 left to go in the game, and Boerne has the ball on the 38-yard line. Hands the ball off to Jenkins. Jenkins sputtering around about the 30-yard line for a gain of about 7.
Taylor Weir on the stop for Medina Valley. Panthers need to stiffen up here. Cannot allow a touchdown here.
Yeah, Boerne back up to the line of scrimmage again, 2nd and 4. Trip set, hand the ball again to Jenkins. He's going to be tackled that time for a short, maybe 2-yard gain, so it's going to bring up a third and a short 2.
J.J. Marty on the stop for Medina Valley.
So we've got Trips, same formation, same set. Boyers and Jenkins in the backfield. Now Boyers keeps it around the left side, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds, and they're going to get a 15-yard penalty on number 2 for hitting him out of bounds. He just gave him a little love tap, but you know what? He was out of bounds.
Yeah, he was in the white part of the field.
That was Tyler Magnum. So add another... Not 15. It'll be half the distance to the goal line as they are on about the 24-yard line. So it's going to end up about the 12-yard line. Is that right?
They're going to give him 12 yards on the carry.
Yep. And 12 yards on the penalty. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line now as Boerne Champion has marched right down the field, Maury. And Panthers don't seem to have an answer right now. So double set, single back. Jenkins, Boyers, takes a snap. He's going to throw it, quick throw out to the edge, and that is caught by number 3, Davis Pike, for a short gain. Well, not a short gain. I guess that was a 6-yard little out route. So it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Tomaselli on the coverage for Medina Valley.
Trips up top, single back set. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback ISO as he is deeper than the running back. And that's what it is. Quarterback right up the middle, and he is tackled for about a yard gain. So at the 5-yard line now,
Grant
it's going to be 3rd and 2.
With the stop. Big third down right here. Panthers need to stiffen up.
Down. Big third down right here. If Coach has any kind of all-out blitzes, you might want to call it here. You know, try to get something in the backfield. Front 4 has been playing well all night. Let's see what they can do. So trips formation to the top. Boyers with the lead again, and he falls down, and
he's going to have it, I believe. He's going to be
short where it looks like
they're going to say 4th down.
It's going to be at the 4-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 1 from the
decision time.
4-yard line. Well,
no decision for me if I'm them.
Yeah, Kaiser, he's going to go for it. There's no decision here. Although, I'm wrong.
Oh, here they are.
I am wrong. Maury, you're up by a field goal already.
I know, but a touchdown still beats you.
Touchdown puts you up by 2.
Yep,
scores.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
they're still got.
Watch the fake here.
They still got the offense
they're in
out
there.
there.
It's just a heavy set. This is what they were lining up in earlier. They're going to snap it, and they're going to toss it deep, and they're going to get a first down, but he's going to be short of the end zone. He's down to the 1-yard line. So that was that little stacked eye deal that they did where they tossed it deep to the number 13, I believe.
They just had more blockers than you had,
yeah,
man.
That's that student body left. Just a different look, and they're going to stay in that formation. And they're going to go 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. It's that stacked eye, and they're going to hand it to the first guy through. Yep, touchdown. Knew that play was coming. So touchdown champion is now they do go up by 2 scores.
Shara on the 1-yard touchdown for the Chargers, as the Chargers have increased it now to a 2-score game once again.
Yeah, that's a pretty good little formation there because you're balanced on both sides and you don't know which way they're going to go, and then either way they go, you're still going to be outnumbered. So pretty good short yardage little formation there for Boerne as they line up for the extra point, and it is good. And that makes the score 27-17 as they go up by 10 points with 5:22 left in the game. And, that was one of those times, Maury, there where your defense really needed to bow their necks and stand up. But Champion, they were just a little better on that drive, and still a lot of game left.
A lot of game left. The Chargers did what they needed to do, though. The Panthers had total momentum here with 17 unanswered points to start the second half. And the Chargers, with a long field there, as they fielded that kickoff on the 2-yard line and was down deep in their own territory. Yep. And that was a 83-yard drive from the 17 all the way in for a touchdown.
Yeah,
so
you got to give Boerne Champion credit on that drive for sure. Defense hadn't been playing a lot, but Boerne made some adjustments and figured out what they needed to do, and Jenkins was a big part of that. So
new kicker now.
New kicker, another new kicker. They've got three kickers. Boerne has.
This one goes deep.
This one goes to Haney. Muffs it. He gets it up about the 10-yard line. He's going to run to the left, up the field. He gets up to about the 25, 26-yard line, so the Panthers will have it there, 1st and 10.
That was Connor Johnson on the stop for the Chargers.
So, Maury, we talked about at halftime, do something positive. Right now, the Panthers have done a lot of positives in the second half. They got to feel good about themselves, and
you're still in this ball game.
You're still in this ball game, so let's keep moving the ball. Let's keep doing things right. So we'd like to thank all of you that have tuned in. Panthers come to the line, 1st and 10. Hand the ball off to Pardo, scooting around the outside. And that time, Maury, he misread his block, and he did not cut it up the field behind his blocker, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. So
yeah, that was a good play on defense.
2nd and 14 now.
Lane Wood on the stop for.
And that's what's strange, though, Maury, is that the whole second half he's been seeing that and cutting it up inside of it. And that time he tried to run around the outside, and they had an answer for him. So 2nd and 14, put you behind the sticks. Panthers are going to throw it, and Doyne down the sideline. He's going to jump up, and he is going to have the catch, but it is going to be out of bounds.
Coverage down the field for the Chargers. Good coverage down the field. Doyne brought it in, but they're saying he was out of bounds.
And both of the side officials had him out of bounds. Coach Moe had him in bounds.
Caleb Serber was on the coverage there for the Chargers.
But it looked like Doyne had gotten a little separation there. The ball just kind of floated on him. And he came up with it. And, you got to throw him open, is what the old saying is. Throw him open, let him have a chance inbounds to go get the ball. So trips now. Panthers come up with a 3rd and 14. Marsh looks quick throw and dropped.
Well, Haney was coming in on a crossing route. Charlie threw the ball and he threw it behind him. Even if Haney brings that ball in, they had double coverage out there, Jeff. He wasn't going to get much on that.
He wasn't going to get much. And then, once again, after all the positives, you come out, you throw the ball after getting behind the chains. And, and that's what this offense can't afford to do is get behind the chains, and then you do stuff that you're not really accustomed to doing. So Panthers go 3 and out.
Number 12, Clendenin back for the Panthers to do the punting.
Another punter for the Panthers, and he was the punter, and that snap is high, and he drops it. He gets it away. Off, but they're going to pick it up. Oh, he turned it! Oh, my God.
We might have it.
So the ball was punted low. It didn't even go to the 25-yard line. It went to the 25-yard line. A Boerne Champion player bent over and touched it like he was going to pick it up, and then he just left it lay, and the Panthers jumped on the ball.
Tomaselli, number 6, gets on the ball for the Panthers, and the Panthers still have some life here.
Not real sure what that Boerne Champion player was thinking, that he was just touching the ball down, or
But give the Clendenin.
He got
credit
the ball
for
off.
just getting the ball off.
It would have been a 14-yard punt.
But he got it off.
It worked because the snap was a little high. So double barrel here. Pardo gets the handoff, and he is going to be stopped after about a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 9 now for the Panthers with 4:08 left in the game.
Dillard on the stop there for the Chargers. And, Jeff, just to get back to that play, the Panthers were punting. There was a low snap. McClendon picked it up, punted it, and Bernie touched it and didn't get on it, and the Panthers' Tomaselli jumped on the loose ball.
Panthers up to the line, going trips down to the bottom side here. Marsh looking to throw. He pulls it down. He's got somebody wide open deep. He threw it late, and there's a battle for the ball. No flag anywhere.
Garrison Garza was back there, tried to come back to the football. The ball was a little underthrown as it's throwing into the wind.
The champion guy was trying to come back to the ball also, so they were just fighting for the ball. So probably a good call on that. But Garza was wide open.
Uncatchable probably anyways.
Oh, no. Garza was open. The ball was there. It was actually thrown short. So
well, that's what I mean, uncatchable short.
So 3rd and 9 now. Trips open. Single back set. Marsh, under a little pressure, rolls out to the right. He has nobody to throw it to because our receivers are on the ground and they're not coming back to the ball. One's on the ground, one's out there blocking, one's standing over there. They're not coming back to the ball. Like Bernie Champion receivers, they all came back to the ball and helped their quarterback out.
Number 45.
Marsh gets hit pretty hard after.
Number 45 was on the stop there for, that's Dillard.
And there's an official timeout because number 40 for Bernie Champion got hurt. He's coming off the side, and it's 4th down and about 2 yards to go, and Medina Valley is going for
Charlie
it.
Scrambles and gets 8 yards on that.
Good scramble there by Marsh, but, Maury, he had nobody to throw it to. And, the receivers have got to learn to come and help out their quarterback. So trips open, one back set. Marsh is going to keep it right up the middle, and he will.
It's going to depend on the spot. I think he's going to have it. This guy has it spotted.
Wow. Marsh was just limping, Maury. He was just limping after that play, and they call a quarterback ISO there.
He needs to get.
He couldn't hardly even push off to get to that first down marker, so they're going to mark it.
They're
going to measure it.
They're going to measure it, and it's going to be tight. It's going to be a matter of inches either way. If they move out of the way here, let me look.
So
Jeff, this is going to be one of those where you might have to pull out an index card.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty
because
close.
This is going to be really
we are
close.
On the Bernie Champion side of the field. The ball's on the Bernie Champion side of the field. The chains are coming from the other side. They're going to put it down
move out of the way.
On the 40-yard line. While White Hat should be grabbing it.
Well, he's not.
The umpire should be grabbing it and pulling it, but that's going to be the backside of the 40-yard line. You got that?
We got it!
Yeah, first down by a half a football. Half a football, first down. Man, your eyes are bad. I got one eye I could see good. I saw that was a first down the whole way.
Yeah, you did.
So, first down for Medina Valley. They're still alive, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 46-yard line with 3:24 left to go in the game. It is a 2-score game. You've got a twin set. Single back. Gibson is the single back. They're winding the clock. Marsh is up, ready to snap the ball. Champion shows blitz and backs out of it. We got 2 crossers. He hits. Pardo had it in his hands and dropped it. So
that's looking upfield.
He was looking to run. So they had the double crossing routes that Texas Tech made so famous that everybody runs now. The double crossers, and he looked and he hit Pardo crossing, and Pardo drops the ball. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 after, Maury, we've had several drop passes. Twins, again, single back set. Gibson the lone back with Marsh. Marsh back to throw. Under pressure, he spins out of it, and he's going to be dropped for a huge loss. So
13 gets credit for the sack there. That's Luke Shara.
That's the first sack of the game, I think, for Champion. And that's going to be a big one. And not sure the training staff is all coming onto the field, I think, because we called a timeout. Okay, so it's going to be a loss of about 9.
Lake Shara, Jeff, would probably one of the biggest plays here in this second half for the Chargers on defense.
3rd and 19 when the Panthers come out. But that timeout of the second half is sponsored by Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation expert, specializing in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. So thank you, Peerless Equipment, for sponsoring all the second half timeouts throughout the season.
Just need to get about half of it back here and make it a manageable 4th down.
Exactly. And we can kind of hear the coaching staff up here. They're putting their heads together, and they're going to have a great play called, and it's going to come down to execution.
Maybe a little drag play across the middle and let your receivers run after the catch here.
I'm thinking maybe even going back to that little play with that little screen pass, but they're not. They're in an empty set. So you're going to have somebody going deep. Probably the middle guy. Yep, there he goes. Nope, he's running an out route. So he throws to the out route. It's Gibson, and Gibson's going to have it for about an 8-yard gain.
Going to get almost half of it back.
9-yard gain, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 10. Medina Valley scurries to the line. 4th down and 10.
That was Galt on the stop for the Chargers.
They go into a twin set, single back. Panthers had 2 plays called in the huddle. 4th down play is going to be a throw down way out of bounds.
Oh, wow. And
that was Clendenden that was in there, and he did not give his player a chance. And that was intended for number 17, Vogel, and that was way out of bounds. So the Panthers will turn it over on downs. And with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game, you got to,
need a big turnover.
Yeah, and you're going to probably not – it's probably not going to leave Boyer's hands very much here on this drive as Boerne Champion takes over on the 46-yard line of Medina Valley. So Marsh must have
when they tackled him, they tackled him from behind, and he was limping.
He was hurting the last 3 or 4 plays. Like on that 4th down play, he got hurt on that 3rd down play right before the 4th down play.
He was gimpy.
He stayed in there, so give him some credit. And this handoff is going to go to Jenkins, and he is going to stay in bounds currently, and he just broke through 3 tackles.
Then he ran out of bounds.
Then he ran out of bounds. So I was trying to give him credit, saying he was going to stay in bounds so the clock would run, and then he hopped out of bounds. So
Tarvin Snyder and Weir on the stop.
He got about 6 yards on that carry. He's going to bring up 2nd and long 4. 27-17, Boerne Champion is your score. 2:24 and counting. Now Boyers keeps it around the left side. He slides down inbounds, Maury.
Going to slide down right at the line of scrimmage, but he wanted to keep the clock running as Weir was closing in on him.
So it's going to be 3rd and 4 as he gained no gain.
That was just a heads-up job, just getting down and keeping the clock moving. Big turnover here, defense. Let's go.
So they're gonna let the clock run down, and they're probably gonna take a timeout. They've got about 15-14 on the play clock, minute 50. Oh, they're gonna call a play and get into it, and they're gonna go twins, and they're gonna go wide twins. So this is gonna be a run up the middle when they do that, and that's gonna be Jenkins, and he is up the middle, and he is gonna score as 2 missed tackles at the 10-yard line. Jenkins right up the middle, Maury, for a 45-yard run.
No, it was actually going to be a 40-yard run. Right, ball was on the 40.
40-yard touchdown run as nobody was in the middle of the formation. It looked kind of like that same play they ran down here for a 25-yard touchdown. Yep. Same play, just parted the seas. So score now is 33-17 with the point after coming. And the snap is good.
Left-footed kicker boots it, and it is through.
So with a minute 34 left in the game, the score has increased to Boerne Champion 34, Medina Valley 17. We're going to go ahead and hear from a couple of our sponsors, and we'll be right back after this announcement. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadNet. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back. 34-17 is your new score. Minute 34 to go in the game as Boerne Champion tees the ball off from the 40-yard line, and they kick it deep. Thank you, Royce Grove from Valley Marts, for sponsoring the kickoffs this year. The kick goes to number 2, Magnum, and he was
fumbled.
He fumbled the ball. And this is what we were talking about, Maury, about keeping your composure, making things happen. Go out with the positives.
Number 27 jumps on that loose ball for Medina Valley, Nathan Weiblin.
So Medina Valley retains possession. Got to have something positive happen here now. You're going into your bye week. 17, 18-yard line they're going to be. Let's see. Marsh looks like he is coming back into the game. Looks like your starting group is back out there. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line, minute 26 left. Twin set, single back, and we've got an official timeout.
Well,
delay of game coming from the sideline. That, Sure, there was a lot of instruction going on the sideline and just lost track of time. So here we go. 1st and 15 now. First pass is going to be complete out to Doyne for a gain of about 10 yards, 11 yards. So little sit route there for Doyne, and he goes out of bounds. Stop the clock. They are at the 20, looks like the 21-yard line.
Caleb Serber on the coverage there for the Chargers.
2nd and 7. Twin set again. One back is Gibson. Throwing the ball to Pardo, but he didn't have his head around, and the ball goes past him before he even turns his head around. So incomplete. Clock stops. Minute 19 to go.
Josh Kittler on the coverage there for the Chargers.
So it's 3rd and 7. Marsh takes the snap, drops back. He's under some heat, and he's going to work out of it, and then he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 4th and 7. So Boerne now pinning their ears back, and you can see on every snap their first step's a little bit quicker as they know that we're going to be throwing the ball. It's going to be 4th down. It looks like the Panthers are keeping their group in there.
That was Walker Scott on the stop for Boerne.
So 4th down, they go 5 wide. Gibson to the trip side, slot down here, and they're going to throw a little seam route to Haney, and he's not going to be close to the 1st down. So ball's going to go over on downs, and there will be 35 seconds left in the game. And Boerne Champion gets their first victory over Medina Valley in the last 3 years.
Garrett Menzie on the stop for the Chargers.
And, and you got to give credit to Medina Valley in the second half. If they would have played like that in the first half, they would have it would have been a different ball game, Maury. And just lost a little bit there in the momentum. Boerne had the one long drive there after Medina Valley had cut the deficit down to 20-17. And then Medina Valley just got out of kilter again and had to do something that they weren't used to doing. So Boerne Champion is in the victory formation. They'll snap it one time, and there it is. Boyers takes a knee, and that'll be the ball game as Boerne Champion survives a scare from Medina Valley. And, a lot of positives in this game, Maury, but we will talk about them when we come back. And this is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football. We'll be back after a short word from our sponsors.
Visit mvbn.net for great articles on all your favorite coaches, players, and more at mvbn.net, the official website of the Medina
Garner
Valley
Abstract and Land Company, the title company with professional service and a personal touch. Garner services real estate transactions, buying, selling, and construction loans for commercial and residential. They specialize in land development and farm and ranch. Garner, offering a commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and personal service combined with the latest technology. Garner Abstract and Land Company will work to earn your trust. Garner Abstract and Land Company, 830-346-1367. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tandre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices.
We're willing to accept the responsibility that you have to protect this team and this school and this town. And make no mistake about it, gentlemen, we are in the business of protecting this town.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Boerne ISD Stadium on the campus of Boerne High School. Your final score is Boerne champion 34, Medina Valley 17. But, Maury, the final score doesn't really indicate what an exciting second half that there was. This game started out, it looked like Boerne champion was going to run away with it at halftime as they took a 20-0 lead into half. But Medina Valley came out. They made some adjustments. I don't know if they were attitude adjustments or they were physical adjustments or just play calling or what it was, but they found something that worked for them, and they took their first two drives and they scored. Well, the first three drives, you're right. They took their first three drives, and they ran the ball just like Coach Crisp has wanted to do all year, and they ran it right down their throat, and they ate up some clock and, did a lot of good things. But, Boerne champion is not a bad team. I mean, they have athletes. They have size. There's a reason they were ranked 6th in the state. There's a reason they beat some of those 6A schools as bad as they did, and you can't hold them out of the end zone forever, and that one drive that they put together in the second half really kind of broke Medina Valley's back because they just marched, 83 yards and put 7 on the board, and it just kept Medina Valley, from getting to within getting the lead in the game. So, kudos to Boerne champion, and kudos definitely to our Panthers, and I think we talked about at halftime that we needed to have some things positive happen in the second half going into our bye week. And I think we accomplished that.
Yeah, the Panthers in the second half scored on the first 3 possessions. And actually, if it would not have been for a holding penalty, the Panthers might have tied the ball game up or with an extra point took the lead 21-20. But Wesley Pardo had ran the ball down to the 2-yard line. The Panthers were called for a holding penalty and could not recover from that and had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown. And what looked like the Panthers still had momentum as the Chargers fielded the kickoff on the 2-yard line. The Panthers rallied down there and tackled them on the 17, gave the Chargers a long field to work with to try to score. And unfortunately for the Panthers, the Chargers just had enough to muster that score. And the score ain't indicative of how good a ball game it was. There was one late score by Champion on a run by Jenkins up the middle to win the game was pretty much out of reach. But
yeah, it was already a 2-score game by that time.
You got to give Medina Valley credit. You got to give the Chargers credit because when the Panthers threatened to make this a really, really close ball game, the Chargers answered with an 83-yard drive and increased the lead to 2 scores, and the Panthers just couldn't get anything going from there on the offensive side of the board. They had to go against what they usually do and run the ball and had to go strictly to much of a passing, and that's something that the Panthers are not used to doing.
Marion, if it's going to make you feel – hey, Coach, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to give you a final score here yes, it is a final score. Uvalde has beat Alamo Heights 21-14.
Wow.
So you're 0-2 in district, but going into the bye week, things are looking a lot better.
Yep.
So you're still in control of your own destiny is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. So,
Absolutely.
Hey, we're going to go ahead and, Maury, player of the game is going to be, our Medina Electric player of the game is going to be Wesley Pardo, who had, you have the numbers there on his rushes? Did you total that up? Did you get a chance to?
I haven't totaled them up.
But he had close to 100 yards rushing, I would assume.
He had 41 at halftime, and then he had 13, 19, 29, 49 yards in the second half. So he had
98 yards?
98 yards. 89 yards. 89.
Okay, so he almost got to the century mark, but Wesley Pardo showed a lot tonight when he was running north and south. Of course Gibson had a great game. The second half especially was both
James had 78 yards in the third quarter alone.
Yeah, and he had 20 something at halftime. So second half James Gibson really came on, but we're going to have to give our Medina Electric player of the game to Wesley Pardo. He took that shot on that one play, came out for a couple of plays, and you know what? He came right back in and had some good runs again. So congratulations to Wesley Pardo. Congratulations, I got to say congratulations to Medina Valley, because I really think that they showed themselves something in the second half. They showed that they can play with these schools.
They grew up a lot in the second half.
They grew up a lot in the second half. And, hey, Maury, thank you for being a great partner today, and we'll have Jared back on the next broadcast for football, which will be in 2 weeks, as Medina Valley will play host to, I believe it's Kennedy. Is it not? Kennedy will be coming to town.
I think so.
And maybe our homecoming. So it may be our homecoming, and Medina Valley had a chance to wreck Boerne Champion's homecoming tonight, and hopefully we don't have the same problem whenever that comes around in 2 weeks. But we've got 2 weeks now, Maury, to get healthy, to make a real good run in district and real good run into the playoffs. And, good luck to Jared and Shannon on their wedding tomorrow. We wish you all the wishful, bliss in the world. Hope everything works out and everything goes great, and we're sure it will. But Maury, you got anything?
No, I just want to say the Panthers never gave up, made it an exciting ball game until midway through the fourth quarter, and I think the Panthers just kind of ran out of gas a little bit at the end. But credit to Medina Valley making it interesting in the second half. Late score by the Chargers kind of put the score not as indicative as the game was in the second half. A real close game, but the Chargers prevailed at the end. But a heads-up, gutsy job by the Panthers, never giving up, getting within 3 points midway through the fourth quarter, just could not finish the deal. And you know what? That's something you can work on, and that's easy to fix.
Absolutely. So things are looking better, even though they don't look better on the record, Maury. But things are looking up for the Panthers. They showed a lot of heart in that second half. And with that being said, Maury, we're going to close this out. This is the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Medina Valley football, and we invite you to tune in to the next volleyball broadcast. And we will not have sports for supper this next week, but we'll pick it back up the following week on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, and we'll have a great show for you. So with that being said, for Maury Stein, I'm Jeff Stivers, and Jared Lucky back at the house,
saying good night and God bless.